Let's be honest, we were running low on views. So,
we got Will.
Welcome.
No, actually, we were being asked a lot for like people like JME, successful.
He's too busy with
music
Jeremy
artist. Tommy Robinson, obviously someone who's openly anti-Muslim. So music artist, anti-Muslim.
Oh, you're not allowed to do that. That's you can't.
No, you're right. Sorry, anti-Muslim and his carer. Well, yeah, really good to have you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They'll be sick of me by now.
Not all Muslims, just
most
the
bad ones.
I was going to finish that joke, but I can't because then I look like a horrendous person. I'm gonna be like, just fine. These ones, and then obviously no, that doesn't.
Which Muslims do you specifically?
Fuck's sake.
None of them. I'm an accepting.
It's funny because you were saying before the podcast.
You're really.
I was not. I was not.
You said if they
on my mum's life that didn't happen.
You said you were considering
Big
leaving the country when they originally banned Fox.
I miss Big Shaz.
You're a horrendous person, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Just saying.
No. How's Big Shaz doing?
Doing good. I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't been home for a while. They're coming down mine this weekend.
Yeah.
So Stephen's staying with staying at the flat as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I guess I am.
You tell me you have enough space for two parents and Stephen within your flat?
No, they're not staying at the flat, but they're just coming out.
YouTube revenue's going well then, is it?
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
Through the floor. But we did.
Are you going to do a quiz with you? Like do the mastermind thing where that you can tweet from your account and they can tweet from yours if you... That'd be quite funny. I'd like to see your parents do YouTube Mastermind against you.
That's a concept. I'm glad that's out there now.
You can have that.
Coming to a YouTube channel near you.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay. No, that's actually a shout, Lawrence.
Yeah.
That's a real one.
And then you can do the come out video afterwards.
Right.
I don't know. I'd really like to see your parents on your YouTube channel.
I don't know. I don't
done
think my mum
wonders
would be
for
up for it. I
Deji.
think my dad would. Okay. If things start going downhill, we've got
Get them to hold the camera as well. It really works.
Yeah.
So I brought a bit of a present to this podcast, right? So Stephen,
and here it is.
Stephen lost a bet this morning, right? Whereas he came into my flat and I was like, look, Stephen,
you're gonna have to clean that up. Sorry.
Here's a bottle, right? If you can flip it first time, I'll dedicate a minute to my next video, like the first minute, all to you, right?
Wow.
If you don't,
how
right?
big has he got?
Yeah.
Leave it on.
How much ego have you got that you go, I'll give you a
dedicate-
whole minute.
I'll give you a minute.
I'll spare a minute of my life.
No,
Of my video.
No.
Do you know how many viewers I've got?
Yeah.
I meant more like I'll like make it a shrine to Stephen Tries, as in like I'll big you up, like I'll be like I'll proper suck you off for a minute, not be like oh look. Anyway.
But then what was the thing that
if
it went well he'd get?
You're a dick. Yeah. So if not right, I was like I get to choose your choice of T-shirt for this podcast.
Brilliant.
Stephen didn't flip the bottle so
at all. Turns out you didn't even try.
I didn't. You abstain from it.
I am a proper ginger. That is actually. I thought it would be more anti-Semitic than that.
The back's quite interesting. I know about
Oh God! What's on the
you've
back?
You've actually printed that on the back as well.
Quid, that was,
I don't know if I can get this.
I'll squat. No, that's good. With the kiss as well. That's quite sweet, really.
Yeah.
You get that printed yourself?
Swings around.
Yes.
Wow. When did you get that printed?
Yesterday, I had to go out in the rain to go find it.
Wow. So you were so confident that he would not flip the bottle first time that you got that printed.
Good thing about YouTube, lots of free time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep yourself occupied.
I mean, you can always fake things, I suppose.
To be fair, this is perfect time to announce your new clothing line.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Tries Limited.
I am Pooper Ginger. Proper ginger, sorry. It's a nice T-shirt. Well done. Are you keeping that?
I hope so. Is that all right?
Are you doing clothing?
I should be.
Yeah?
I've got plans. I've been talking with. I know this sounds shite. I've been talking with people. I want to do it kind of ironically, but it's a while off. I think I should be though.
It will be.
It costs a lot of money.
What kind of stuff would you do? You do like sub to WillNE?
Yeah, legit, across stuff. But we've got ideas. But I didn't want to be one of those to be like, oh, I'm making a clothing line because I think everyone be like, well, like it's you, like.
But you are quite fashionable, aren't you?
I've got a black T-shirt on.
Well, yeah.
Hi.
I mean,
you are quite fashionable.
to Lawrence, that's it.
You're the height of couture.
Yeah.
No, it's nice. It's a good look.
It is.
Yeah, yours is
as good as this.
I've got to admit, for a printed T-shirt, this
It's decent,
T-shirt is
isn't it?
actually quite
It's
nice.
good quality, yeah. I mean, you've thought this
You
through.
can wash
Thank you.
this.
Yeah.
60 degrees, get away with it.
It's quite fitted. It's quite nice on you.
Cheers.
Have you had a haircut recently, Stephen?
I have, yeah.
The angles on that hair are fantastic.
They are, yeah.
Honestly. Whoever's gone over that has done a bloody good job.
Big up Tommy.
Oh.
Tommy's the barber, not just random
Your
war
uncle
reference there.
who pops around every couple of weeks.
Jesus, man.
Oh, UK at 200k as well.
I did.
Congrats.
Didn't expect that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Less scummy to you now.
I'm surprised that you're only at
Not to
200k though, because your views are fucking really big, aren't they? You'd think you'd be higher than that by now.
You must have a lot of videos where you've got more views.
Yeah.
Than
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a really
Videos,
good sign.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good. Like I've got loyal viewers at the moment. At the moment, it's going to go downhill if I do. Bongo
Usually
adverts.
after 200k, I notice the drop off.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
Oh,
what I
like,
mean is
sorry,
it's
Will-
harder.
no, Will
It's harder to
steroid.
carry on, but hopefully Stephen will have better luck than I did. You know,
see.
getting more views
We'll
than
see.
subscribers. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, he's young and fresh.
yeah, he's
And fresh.
special.
Yeah.
Special Stephen.
He's thinking of doing something called the football hangover.
Yeah.
It'd be really original.
I'm more about the MMA hangover these days. Anyway, it's fine.
You can
I've
have
maxed out on that. So
To be fair, I'd like to see you drinking a pint of Guinness shouting at a camera. That'd be
Yeah.
an interesting one.
Yeah,
That.
With
would
pen
actually
all
be
over
quite
me as well.
fun.
That'd be my hangover.
and very hard to replicate. We had a impressionist or an impersonator on last time, and
Oh, Scheifer.
his Geordie accent wasn't up to much.
Is it not?
No, it's good, but it's I've got a very unique voice.
Everyone ends up going a bit like Indian. It's either Indian or Welsh.
Yeah,
Either
or
it's
Jamaican.
Geordie.
Or
Geordie,
Jamaican.
yeah.
Jamaican's a hard one.
No,
Shall
Jamaican's
have a
easy.
fishy on a little
Well,
dish.
we're
No, I
gonna-
mean Jamaicans are.
We're talking about
slip
talking
into-
about
Oh, right.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we might as well just do YouTube revenue. It's an easy one.
Jesus
We're all
Christ.
skint.
It's not a. It's not an easy
I'm
one.
so
at the
We're all
broke.
moment.
skint, lads.
My recent second channel titles have been "Why I Left BuzzFeed" and "World's Rarest $1,000 Fidget Spinner."
Yeah.
So that's a sign of how rough April and May
Ironic.
have
Be
been.
glad you won't have released that video now.
I genuinely rang him up and went, I'm going to release a video saying everyone who makes a fidget spinner video is a cunt.
Yeah.
And literally an hour later, your fidget spinner video came on that. And because he went, you'll probably sound a bit of an arsehole if you did that. I went, leave it then.
No,
Yeah.
no,
And then your video came out and I laughed.
it's like, there it is. Because you can get away with it on the second channel. No one really
That's the
cares.
thing. The second channels are great for putting out shit videos. Not that they're shit, but mine are. My second channel videos, they're lesser content.
Do you think?
No,
I don't
they
think
are,
so.
yeah.
I really quite
No,
enjoy
I
that.
quite
It's
enjoy the
just- it's
bite-sized
just like,
content.
it's
I
just
do,
a bit
yeah.
more Lawrence. It's all. I
yeah,
really
it's
like.
more Lawrence,
Yeah.
that's for sure. I think we might just make that your channel. We'll just call it the True Lawrence.
The
Why
true
not?
Lawrence.
I mean, there's a channel. No, wait, an account that started this week called Essentially
Yeah,
Lawrence.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's good.
I noticed a few people have followed that. Who I
200.
know, who I got very upset about.
Yeah.
And you posted a video of my face photoshopped onto a woman's body.
That was the perfume coming
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah,
Essentially by
goes well.
Yves St. Lawrence.
To be fair, someone had really taken their time
Yeah,
over
yeah.
that. Someone had really taken their time.
No, someone had done that, not me.
Oh.
I haven't got that kind of time to go and Photoshop or print shirts off. That sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Busy man.
That actually is how I spend the majority of my time. Is not printing shirts, but Photoshop and shit, and like for little.
I seen
waste.
that you did.
You're getting
Was it a
better.
FIFA game? You were on the FIFA with Mini Minter as well, getting a bit of gaming in.
We did it. It was the 50-50 challenge. It's
Yeah.
like you go on Reddit and it's either you click a link and it's either something really horrendous or like something not so bad. So it'd be like this newborn puppy or this newborn puppy being eaten by piranhas.
Was
it's
that-
it's not in the middle.
And was that for your third channel, or?
That was Simon's channel.
I understand. So your third channel.
You've been on holiday with him and all the lads lately.
Yeah.
The
What's it like
sidemen
to hang out with cool people?
getting involved with it. Who did the most drugs? We want an exclusive for this one. We
no
want a
one-
title.
No one takes any. What are they called? Illegal substances.
Brand deals. Sorry,
No,
drugs. No one takes any brand
That's
deals.
not a thing.
Drugs. Yeah.
Ah, sorry.
Imagine if brands suddenly went drugs. All right.
Imagine.
Imagine if there was just
how
a week where, like, you know, Pampers and everyone went drugs are fine, and everyone went, well, it turns out I've taken loads of cocaine and I've been smoking all this.
Just like
The more drugs you've done, the more brandable you are. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a the more drugs you've done, the more.
Yeah, the more people want you on board. Gaza'd be inundated, wouldn't he? he'd be backing them off.
Or if the brands tricked all the YouTubers into saying they'd done drugs, and then
to find them out.
the week after they went, sorry, mate.
Just joking.
Oh, don't
Can't
give them
touch you.
ideas, man. We're already in the hole.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, so,
So
deep
what,
in the hole.
what
you
was
can't
LA
get
like?
massively
Had you
deep.
been before?
No, I've never been before. It was like this sounds bad. It was like my first holiday in like 2 years. I
Yeah.
literally hadn't left my room for.
Yeah.
What was it like getting a passport?
I was good. Oh god, it was a stress. I got that. I lost it like a week beforehand, and then if you lose it, you can't get like the 1 day service.
Do you
so I
ever
got on
think-
the Thursday, flew on the Friday?
Like maybe YouTubers I think are maybe inherently born with this deficiency. They lose their passports. Just every YouTuber I know manages to lose their
Just be a
passport
bit
at some
useless.
point.
I think everyone it's funny because I think everyone who's a YouTuber is kind of just a bit useless in their own, like, everyone just daily tasks and common sense. We're all a bit.
Was there anyone when you were there who was like, out of all the lads, just couldn't stop like checking YouTube and checking their phone and Twitter and like they, because to me, if you're a YouTube like lad and you're on holiday, it's time to put that away, enjoy yourself. Is everyone just like glued to their phones?
Not so much. I think everyone wants the Instagram photo. Everyone's Josh is. He loves an Instagram photo. He's constantly on the look. Oh right, yeah, I'm looking good. He wouldn't mind us saying that. I mean, the last podcast was worse for him anyway.
No, I think we'll lay off him a bit. We've been warned.
But no, I think
He's been burnt to
No, his solicitor's been in touch. It's fine.
The roasted chip.
Leave it alone.
Roasted chip.
The road. Oh my God, true.
It's a good one.
No, I think I'm probably the worst for checking Twitter and stuff like that.
Really?
I'm really hooked on it.
Have you used your blue tick yet to?
I don't have one.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
So, do you know any of them that use their status to
to acquire female attention
or male? What,
There's bound to be one of them who's closet, though, isn't there?
I don't know. Like I think
I've got my suspicions.
Who would be?
No, we're not going to speculate on who's a homosexual on
still
YouTube.
on the table.
No.
Yeah. He's never been on holiday with them. Stupid.
Actually, Steve, last time you were on,
Steve.
you were, I mean, I'm
Casual.
getting comfortable with him.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, welcome.
But it's do you allow people to call you Steve because it's with a PH?
Yeah, I do if they're over 6 foot. And can easily twat me.
Excuse me. Yeah.
You were banging to Tinder last time you were on. How's that working now?
It's deleted now. You know, just
Giving up.
Chris Brown
yeah,
was right, wasn't
yeah, he was.
he? Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal.
So true. But no, it's Instagram's better now.
Oh, wait, Instagram DMs.
It is.
You're famous enough now that you don't need Tinder anymore.
They come
No,
to you, they
yeah,
come
I
to
can-
you.
Are you on
Don't get
Instagram?
views.
I better follow you. I'll have to say.
It's not great. I won't lie to you, but yeah,
Comedy Instagrams are difficult, aren't they?
they are. You know, quirky but pouting. It's,
Yeah.
it's,
You've got to be a certain level of dickhead to really like. Oh God, this sounds like I'm slating Josh. To really get into Instagram or to be
Sorry,
like,
Josh.
You've got there's so much narcissism about it, isn't it? That was a big word for me and this.
That
Yeah.
is. There's
stepped it
there's an
up.
element of narcissism.
I think
isn't there?
I find it a bit jarring how fake it can be. How like you can. This isn't related to Josh.
Oh, carry on.
But
We all know
I
who it's
it's
about.
just like you portray yourself in such a way. And
Do you not
it's
think that's
just
all online stuff though?
Oh, fully. But I think just so much more on Instagram.
Our Instagram
So much
is the
more
worst, without a doubt. Especially with how everything's filtered and fucking photoshopped and all of that. Like the women and all that, making themselves look like their arses are massive when they're just flat a lot of the time and things like that.
Liars.
Do you know what I mean?
Aussie women.
Yeah.
Have you got any closer
Those
to getting a
wankers.
woman on here
No, we're still.
after this?
Funny thing is, we've had Will on 3 times, still not a woman once. Do you
That's
know?
it.
You know, wig
That
next
was
I
one.
actually
time.
thought about buying you like a gift for this because
What?
you're the first
Something to
person
give.
to get the True Geordie podcast hat trick.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh,
So
Like that great
you mean
show
just the
Soccer M did the
easiest
ball,
guess to
don't they?
acquire?
Yeah, yeah.
no,
It's just
there's good
obsessive,
reason, but I just want to say, if you can think of what I should give Will as a gift for the hat trick,
Maybe some subs
because
for
you
a
know, like
change?
footballers get a match ball.
Yeah.
$3,000.
You know,
That'd be good.
it's,
Part of fun.
Maybe a bongo
Maybe
deal.
maybe a T-shirt.
maybe a ball, maybe a sign ball. Just
Maybe
let me know in the comments.
That would actually be quite good. Yeah, signed ball. Maybe get you and Alan Shearer to sign it. The Kings of the North.
The pretend Geordie. Yeah. You mean,
Yeah. You should set that up as an account. That would actually be quite.
That should have been my second.
There's a lot of
challenge,
them
shouldn't
around.
Yeah, it's when you arrive and you go, "Good afternoon, welcome, thank you very much for coming," and then as soon as the cameras come on, it's, "Oh, hey, who
it?
knew that?"
Secretly scouting that.
Yeah, that would be unusual. Do you want to do one of those quizzes online where we look at offensive shit?
A quiz online.
Well, like one of those things. I've got my laptop.
Oh,
this
this sounds like a concept.
One
Yeah.
of those.
Actually, we've been told to do something.
What have we been told to do? Is it heads up again?
Um,
It'd be so good if we did heads up with more
We've
people.
been
I'd love to do heads
told
up.
to watch the video where
this a brand
Sophie
deal?
Aspen sends for little tea.
Why?
I don't know. It's just what they want us to do.
Right.
Should I get the laptop out, or is it a waste of time?
I saw the
It's
first
just my
minute.
next video. That's all.
All right, sorry.
That's going to be.
Yeah, but
weird.
when's that next video out?
Probably sometime in
I-
June, but
I don't want a copyright strike. We'll leave it.
Yeah, you're right.
If you do
I'll
want to
say
see
that.
us do that, or at least one of us, it will be on Will's channel.
Sophie Aspen is
For the boys.
notoriously litigious.
Why is she having a go at this little tea fella again? Because I thought they were mates anyway. Do you know why?
Yeah, I mean, he was right.
Just money.
It's fake. It's so, like if I'll give one thing away, the title of this video is just gonna be like world's fakest. Like,
Oh, right. So
it's
they've
like-
got to
it's
the
set up
point
now,
where
it's
they've
done.
realised
Like, BG
sort of
Media-
beef it means views. So
I reckon like it's came so far. it's time to close the chapter on that, because those two now are actually solidly like decent. Like you can watch it and you're like, this isn't terrible.
Yeah.
For those two, like, well, that's no fun to take.
But
the piss
it gets to
out
a
of.
point
After
where a YouTube channel, when they realise that controversy creates cash and they've gone too far and it's definitely time to stop now, sometimes they realise, well, just need the money, so let's keep going, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, really, most people will do that until it starts to tail off. It's sort of why would you stop something you think is making you a lot of money?
Yeah.
Fully.
You know?
But there's short money and then there's long money. So if you take a different path and sort of gain some credibility and try and better the content you're making, then long term you'll generate more money than you would if you just go for the shit controversy for the short term.
Although I fully agree with that, like 99%. But I'm assuming you know Dave, yeah?
I've heard of that kid.
So that kid, it's funny. His channel, so he can one video.
He's a 14-year-old kid with over 1 million subs.
He loves the fidget spinner shit.
Yeah.
He can have one video where it'll get 6 million views, and the next one where it'll get like 30k. So as you're saying, this long term, like his channel, I don't know. I keep thinking, like this is gonna die soon. Like, he can't keep it up, and then next month he's 300k subscribers extra. Keep going and going. So I don't know.
We did a little clip on the True Geordie 2 channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Sub 2, TG2.
Someone said you missed a trick in the comments. Is you should have called it the 2 Geordie.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That is quite clever.
Search
You
engines.
still could. You can always change the name.
Nice.
Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
what is it?
in the
called True Geordie
just the
Gaming.
True Geordie 2. You should know if you're a good friend of mine.
What happened with True Geordie Gaming? Where did that go?
But anyway,
How
I've
did
rebranded
start
it.
off with so many subscribers.
Rebranded it.
Yeah.
190
fair.
currently.
190k.
On the second channel, yeah.
Wow, we've put on a lot in a week, haven't we?
Decent. Anyway,
Decent.
we were talking on the video basically about
Heads
the
up.
quality of videos compared to the views that they get and how you should be striving for more. And straight away, people were just name dropping the Derv kid like he is the biggest abuser of shit videos for easy views. Is that true?
Oh, fully. But the kid's a genius.
I
The kid is a
I think genius is a bit overused.
Oh no! Like I fully think he warrants it. Like he's putting out a 10-minute video every single day, and it's not good content. But with YouTube,
Einstein was a genius, though, wasn't he? Like,
well,
But how many 14-year-olds are making the
kids
kind of money that this cunt
grand
is?
a month, and by playing or exploiting this system, so like he knows what he's doing, and it's not as if like he's done it once and it's worked. Like sometimes you have
over
one
and
good
over.
video. Like this kid can do 3 or 4 in a week. I missed that. I don't know. If that was exciting. And he's 40. Like if you think of the videos I was making at 14, they were shite.
I make videos with 14-year-olds and they are poor.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We love you 14-year-olds. We love you all.
So yeah, he's a dick, but like you can't get too annoyed at him because one, he's 14, and two, he's doing bits really. Like if you look at it from a business perspective.
I suppose if I was in his shoes, I'd do the same thing. To be fair,
Yeah,
I mean,
again,
I
you
don't
wouldn't
even want to
let it
say what I would do for money. So,
What would you do?
but the thing is, I would have.
Right.
There's got to come a point where you turn the corner and aim for some fucking form of credibility, surely.
Yeah.
Is it too?
Or is there? I don't
think
know.
some people just get lost in it all, don't they? It must be once you get surrounded by people like, wow, you're making a lot of money.
There's like
It's
bad
great.
comedians who are like selling out to, and it's like if you're Peter Kay and you're just getting that certain brand of comedy, is there a point where you try and level up, or do you just think, fuck it, let's ride this till the wheels fall off? Let's dress up like a woman and release Christmas songs. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he
Stephen Fry's Fry 2020. I was going to say.
No, but I mean, I think there's a difference between maybe Peter Kay is like one of those old style comedians.
Yeah.
Old style comedians did do things like dressing up like women and like.
No, but that's what. But right around the time Peter Kay was doing really big numbers, and the average person was sitting down and watching his shows, there was another group of people who instead were watching Ricky Gervais, and they were probably both making, if anything, Peter Kay was making more money. He was making more money in the short term, and Ricky Gervais wasn't making a lot of money. He'd probably sold his show to BBC for not a lot of money, but in the long term, because he was getting that credibility and he was making a better form of comedy, he is now the biggest British comedian of all time, and has probably made 10 times what Peter Kay made. So I'm saying at some point these content creators, all of them out there, have to surely try and aim for better.
I really hope so.
Some
I
of them
really
do.
hope they get to
It's
the
like-
point where something like that has to happen.
Not
And we
all
don't.
of them do.
But
that.
what I'm saying out there is they might think they're winning now, but what I'm saying is long term you're fucking yourself right up.
The thing is, with some of them though, some of them do think that, and then they just set up their own production companies and just start making
content for other people.
Yeah.
Or they change their Facebook into like what Jack Jones has done. So apparently he's now changed his Facebook into like a brand. So like Lad Bible's a brand. He's just turned Jack Jones into. It's not even about him. It's just
they just posted
all
the videos.
Pretty much everyone who's big on Facebook now is run as like a community page, like the Wall of Comedy.
Dapper's done the same thing.
It's funny because Jack Jones is isn't it like Cockney rhyming slang for on your own?
Yeah.
It is a pity that it was such good content beforehand. I mean, it really is sorely missed. That we're not seeing stuff. I do miss
people. I do miss people just hanging around Covent Garden. You know, just tickle, tickle, tickle. Yeah.
I never even seen any of that, but yeah, it sounds like shit.
So. He's a knob, like dick.
Do you think?
But you're letting the Derv off because you think he's young and it's fair one.
Well, no, the thing with Derv is he's making annoying content in essence clickbait. Like that guy will want it fake, and then two either he's.
What
just
do you think's fake about it?
Oh, there's loads of videos of him being like, all right, we'll film this, like someone filming out the window, and then like Jack Jones going back to the person, I should probably say allegedly here, and then going back and be like, oh yeah, is that good, and like showing each other. There's like things, and it's so anything public is pretty much every public video I'd say on YouTube's.
Because when when you can hear the victim's voice clearly, well, they're mic'd up. So instantly you can tell it's bullshit.
You could be they could be happening to walk down the road with a EW100 just strapped to the right frequency.
On the off chance they get a prank done.
Every
morning
like
at
this.
9 o'clock before they put their clothes on for it. Today's going to be the day I'm going to get pranked.
Yeah, I might get pranked today.
It's a joke,
keep
isn't it?
on the open channels.
No, it's and even if it wasn't, he's still like annoying and like the members of the public. He's still being a dick. Yeah. Like, don't rate him.
Back in the day, there were all those like you've been framed and things like that. I miss you've been framed.
Jeremy Beadle's out there somewhere.
Beadle's about.
I think he might be
I
dead.
think he died. Yeah.
If he is dead, he's up in heaven now, looking down, thinking at least someone remembers us.
Yeah. No, a lot of people
do that joke you do about
him.
him.
Not about the hand.
No.
But, is this a bad one?
No. But the point is, with those shows, that was like the original YouTube. YouTube's just repurposing. Bless you. But do you not think that everyone's just repurposing? No one's really doing anything particularly original on YouTube.
Well, but I think that the problem is there's that many people out there making videos that you're going to struggle for originality when the YouTube's flooded, and that's a fair one. We're all going to end up doing stuff that's a little bit like each other, and sometimes you just generally take inspiration from people as well. But I think we have to.
Who do you think is doing genuinely original content?
It depends of how far you go back. Have you heard of David Dobrik?
Yeah, what's he doing that's original?
So it's vlogs, but it's basically broken down into really short comedy sketches, which keep it like he basically changed form of vlogging. I know it's still vlogging if you'd argue that's not, but he changed that concept and was like, look, we'll shorten it down and we'll just cut out all of the bits about the day or whatever and just make skits for 4 minutes. And that was like that was like the first name that came to my head.
Relatively,
like that's
original.
I think that's pretty original.
A lot of people do. People doing skits before YouTube came along. I mean,
fully.
You can go and find skits.
Oh, what do you mean? What did YouTube create?
I don't look for original concepts. I look for people who are original. I don't mean we're all going to end up stumbling onto each other's ideas. I want people who are just a bit unique. That's what I'm looking for on YouTube. People who I'm not going to bump into on the street every day. People who separate themselves from the rest.
Also, I don't really feel like I think YouTube's more of a platform. I don't think like you put that stuff out on TV or what you could say that everything from YouTube isn't originally created, but it's just the platform to distribute what you're making anyway. So I don't know if the content has to change. It's just how you get it out there, maybe.
I guess people sort of think of them as one and the same, really, though, don't they? Like they sort of think of if YouTube markets itself as the platform where the contributors are the platform, then those two things do sort of have a symbiotic relationship. You can't really. It's difficult to separate those two.
I didn't understand.
No, I just nodded.
There was a lot of big words.
Those two things, are interlinked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
right,
you
okay,
can't.
But then
those two things go together.
Synergy.
Oh, I'll leave it out.
Yeah,
but I suppose there's a difference, like in terms of like. It's hard to explain. So with TV, you get your half-hour show, you'd watch it, and then YouTube comes along and it's people talking to a camera for 10 minutes, or it's maybe changed the way we take in content or entertainment.
There's one thing that's starting to really piss me off. Is when people exploit their kids on YouTube and are like constant, like every video, just putting their kids on there. I don't like it. I'm feeling uncomfortable when I say, because sometimes you'll see what's around and I watch some random videos, and it's like, this is out of order. This, like, because these kids in 20 years' time might not have wanted to have the whole fucking childhood shared, and you've taken that option away from them.
What
it's fucking out there.
What kind of thing are they sharing?
Just that life.
Is it Silicone Jolly or whatever?
Silicone Jolly.
Or whatever they're called. Irish family in London.
You're not a fan?
Well, I feel awkward. It's almost like they're making the kids do tricks for the camera at times.
I do find them a little bit unusual.
It's like, hey, go and make sure you do this, and I'm like, I feel weird. Like, these are private family moments. They're supposed to be, and now you're in a situation where you're making that much money off of YouTube, like. You're sharing everything. Like, these kids are going to grow up and everyone's going to fucking know that when you were 3 years old, you changed your fucking sister's nappy and you got shit all over your hands. I've seen that on a video. I'm watching thinking, what the fuck am I doing seeing this? Like,
have you seen the? Did you see the?
None of us know.
Oh, well,
that's obviously a different level. They were abusive.
So this was another family who were doing pranks on their children and putting them out there. He had about 800,000 subs, something like
that.
They
were pretty much making them like hit each other.
Yeah.
Like, slap your little sister and stuff. So, like, the Silicone Jolies and stuff. I really don't have much of a problem. That was fucking horrendous.
Well, to me, I think what they're doing is over the top, even sharing as much as they do. But that Daddy of 5 was just abuse, wasn't it? Really.
I mean,
he got his kids taken off him because of the YouTube channel, man. He's Alex Jones.
Alex Jones is a whole other level of that, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. YouTube's shit, isn't it?
What I'm saying is, if there's kids in the video, it should be monitored.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
that's a fair
by YouTube.
And what would YouTube do to protect those?
I
Because the rules do sort of say if you're the parent, then you're the one who's responsible.
I don't know, but it's like.
There's just
when you make a decision for a kid that's permanent at a young age, and that it can never be changed, almost like it's something that's. I don't think they should be able to make decisions like that, like even for your own kids. So, like, I think at 18, if you want to choose a religion, then that's when the religion should be chosen. I don't.
You'd argue that most, like, before that, you can't sort of be neutral up until the age of 18.
But I think you should be allowed to. I think it should be a decision
it's not
you
about
make.
being allowed to. It's about, like, as a parent, like, obviously if you believe that, you're going to think, well, the best route is for my kid to...
I know. But what I'm saying is, once you baptise or do whatever to this child, that's its whole fucking life, then boom, like... You've made a permanent decision, and equally putting your kid's whole fucking upbringing out on YouTube is something that's more so, that's unchangeable. Because
what's worse, making your child religious or putting your kid on YouTube?
Putting your kid on YouTube, I think, if it's sharing, if it's sharing to that degree, where literally the kid's covered in shit and the other baby's getting its hands in it, and like, I'm just watching in shock, like. I wouldn't fucking dream of putting family moments like this on fucking YouTube.
What do you think that's going to do to the child?
Well, potentially, when you're watching a naked baby and its fucking 3-year-old sister changing the nappy, there is some sick fuck out there who might be watching that thinking God knows what.
How much did they show?
That's what makes me feel uncomfortable.
I don't think they show. Did they show genitals in that?
Oh well, no. But like, as in, like, did they show, like, as in, like, oh?
On the clip I seen a 3-year-old kid who looked like a baby herself changing a baby's nappy, and I was just a bit uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck am I doing watching this? I'm not. Watching. I feel like I should be the uncle in the corner who's in this family, not
where's this going?
If I'm part of the family, it's fine to say this.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on? It's a true baby back again. It was just, but I'm watching thinking, this is fucking bizarre. Yeah. This, to me, to see intimate family moments when I'm not in the family.
Did you stop your ankle?
It makes me feel.
No, I was going to make the joke, but I'm glad it was you.
It makes me feel awkward because it's like, A, there's some freaky people out there who might enjoy this in a weird way. And
but should
B,
you stop your actions?
You're in a position now where you're
kids.
making your kids do tricks and all of that shit and constantly having to put out daily bullshit and create storylines now to do with your children to keep the fucking money coming in. Imagine having to do that.
They are 3 years old or whatever. I mean, CPM is low. So someone needs to pay the rent.
Well, fair enough. I mean, you make a good point, actually.
Family,
I guess there's been like
food on the table.
There's been like family reality TV shows for years now. Like, we've grown up in a sort of society where that's always on TV, like the Osbournes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've probably been inspired by that, but
That's a shout.
like every day.
With the Osbournes, I feel like those kids were, what, they're 14, 15, 16 when they signed up to do that. So that, and that was a pretty good show for its time. And I think that they were maybe in a better position to commit to that and know what they were letting themselves in for. And they'd grown up as Ozzy Osbourne's kids.
Yeah.
But these kids, they're just being born into something they have no control over. And how long will this go? Potentially, they're going to spend their whole childhood going through puberty right in front of his fucking YouTube camera.
One of the Osbournes, like, they've got a kid that just doesn't do it as well.
Yeah.
So even in that scenario,
one of them didn't want
it
to,
out, yeah.
but this isn't even an option. Now you're in it.
So
Yeah.
where would you draw the line with it then? Sorry, I'm playing your character.
Well, no, I actually don't know. I don't know where because I don't.
essentially.
I've not watched the
It's a
video.
It's a family vlog, but like, where would you sort of say it's like, oh,
It's
you're
like the
sharing
Shake Tarts,
too
if
much
you've
at this
seen that.
point? Like,
Yeah,
there's too
that
much.
actually did turn out really bad.
I think so. Me personally, if I wouldn't put any of that out there,
Really,
but that's
you
fair
would
enough.
not,
People want to show, like Conor McGregor puts a photo out of his newborn son. I can appreciate that. That's a proud moment. You want to share that, and that's awesome. But like when it's daily vlogs of every moment of your kids' lives, I think that's too much. I don't know where to draw the line, but daily vlogs is definitely too much in my opinion.
It's a little bit unusual, isn't it? Because it is it's drawing a weird line between privacy and not. And what you are assuming is they're actually putting up their whole lives because you're seeing things, whereas they probably aren't. And I think
guarantee.
that is part of it. Is that YouTube gives you the false impression you are knowing everything. About
this is the thing that you were saying about Alfie. Is Alfie putting up
He's never
a good example for
just changing so well as diaper again?
What you were saying is Alfie puts up a very happy image of the world to children who watch him, and that is bullshit. Life isn't always, I'm going for a Barocca the day. And equally, this family vlog is there might be people out there who are watching this thinking, well, my family haven't got loads of money, and my family don't live in a massive house in London, and my family can't afford this, that and the other, and my family don't never argue. So they're putting up a bullshit view of the world.
But then could you also argue, not to get so deep on
if you're going to put out daily vlogs and you're going to put out all of that, I think it's almost unfair to leave out, or you're literally.
Isn't everything misleading then in that sense? Could you not say the same about what you say, or what you say, or what you say, or what I say?
But I think we're so much more honest, though.
Yeah, but you're not 100% honest.
I'm very fucking close to 100.
But not 100%. And that's the point.
So there's a line that we all hold back.
Honesty is binary, though, isn't it? You're either honest or you're not.
But what I'm saying is, you can be honest to a certain degree and hold some back because you don't want to offend people. So if I think that you're a fat cunt, but I don't say you're a fat cunt, I say you're overweight, I'm still being honest.
Yeah, but what you are doing there is I'm
painting a certain picture that isn't the full picture. So when I'm watching these whatever jollies, whatever they're called, and they're painting a picture, that's not the whole truth. That's a bullshit version of reality.
But what you're saying there is that the people who watch your channel are intelligent enough to work out what your truth is. What you're saying is the people who watch the Jolly channel are not intelligent enough to
what
work
I'm
out
saying
what the
is,
truth
in terms of percentages of what the truth is that's coming across on my channel, is a lot closer to 100, and theirs is a lot closer to 0.
I'd say that's also a fair shout as well.
I'd also say you don't know. Like, you genuinely, we don't.
Maybe they're living in cloud fucking cuckoo land and everything's rosy.
No, I'm not saying. I mean, obviously they don't include all their arguments and stuff. It would be good if they did, but at the same time, I think we've also got to give a bit of credit to the viewers. Like, those guys, a lot of viewers are going to watch things and be like, well, actually, no, this isn't completely true.
Why they're watching it then? I don't know. Because
if
you don't believe something to be true.
The Osbournes is not reality. You watch Geordie Shaw. You watch The Only Way Is Essex. None of those things are anywhere near the truth.
But I tell you what, and this is saying something, I guarantee those shows that you've just mentioned, which all feature arguments in them, are a lot closer to reality than what that is.
I guarantee you that they're on the spectrum, and they're all much, much closer than you're giving them credit for. Because The Only Way Is Essex is pretty much entirely made up.
Yes, completely. But what I'm saying is, I'm not talking about reality. I'm talking about perceived reality. So what people are coming across as, how close is this to regular life? And I think that the life that Geordie Shaw live is closer to a regular life of a 20-year-old in Newcastle than that is to an average fucking family life in Britain.
But what you're saying to them is they have the responsibility to portray the average family life in Britain, which they don't.
I think that...
Let's get deep this in.
I think
we're at the surface.
So you're now saying, after last week you said that Alfie has the responsibility to just say this is closer to the truth of what life is really like, and now you're going back on that and saying, actually they don't.
No,
which is it?
No, what I said was Alfie is a child's channel essentially, and my question was does he have that responsibility?
Yes, he does. I think he does.
But therefore, what does he have to portray?
I think he has to give a little bit more of a realistic view of what life's like.
But that's your perceived reality, isn't it?
There is a bit of a responsibility when you've got that much of an audience and they're that they will believe what you say.
But what's your responsibility towards? Because like Brian says, it's perceived reality. So if Alfie's perceived reality is that the world, in his world, he doesn't talk about or think about sex very often. He doesn't take drugs. He doesn't go out and do those things.
There is a bit of a need to show more of a negative side or more of a down to earth, realistic side. I mean, there was talk about this on YouTube. I think maybe Philip DeFranco brought it up, or Casey Neistat like 6 months ago. I think that might be one of the reasons Casey stopped the vlog, of being like, look, you see all of this good stuff and it's not real.
I think he just said he didn't feel like he was creative anymore, and that's why
there was a different scenario when it was about false positivity on YouTube, and how it is a bit of an issue because if you spent like 2 hours being like, right, all these people's lives are great, and then you go home to a family problem or maybe it doesn't help the mental state of your more impressionable viewers. I'm not saying there's a concrete way where you could be like, right, go do this. You should always.
100% doesn't, but it always feels like every YouTuber, everyone wants their own truth to be. I'll protect my own truth, but all these other people have to be closer to the truth than they are. Yeah. And we've all got this idea that someone else is not doing that. Do you know what I mean? And it's the. I
think I'm quite justified though, because I think I'd give such a close fucking, like people say on the podcast, that's Brian, that's just who I am.
But but that's what I'm saying is they think that's Brian, and they don't have anything to measure that against because they only get 2 hours of every week. I'm not saying they're wrong. People, I know you, and I know it's very close. But at the same time, they don't know that or not. You, as far as they know, you could stop this and be like, another brilliant show, guys, well done. Let's go back to my mansion. Yeah. But they're not going to know that because.
Hopefully, one day I will be able to say that.
You know what I mean? The problem is it's the same thing that everyone goes through in every industry at some point when they talk about authenticity. Is everyone authentic?
But it's like I guess for the Alfie's viewers, it's their entertainment. It's their chance to escape from reality
and
see.
And they don't think about it like that.
They want to. They sort of take themselves away and enjoy something. Like with my channel, people don't see me when I'm down, when I'm feeling upset or whatever. They just see me messing around, like throwing stuff at Max. It's what I want to show, It's social media these days. People only want to show the good. It's like Facebook.
I agree with what Stephen's saying there, but obviously, it's just a different form of content. A vlog is supposed to, in theory, portray kind of what your life is like. That's the general idea of why people are watching. I want to see what your life is like, and I'm just saying.
I think there's more of a social understanding that it's not actually.
I think people are intelligent enough to realise that that's not the 100% of it. No, but what I'm saying is, I'm not asking for 100% from these people at all, and I'm not asking for every argument. What I am asking is for a little bit more of the truth of because I think it's so fake.
So, what do you think? A more truthful Alfie vlog would look like? Would it have him like what would you like him to include?
Do you know what I'd love to hear Alfie say? Genuinely. The fucking tax man smashed us. Honestly, I paid that much in tax on all these fucking views. At least he has some downside to all the views the cunt's getting.
But what if he doesn't?
Because I bet he is getting
way?
smashed off the tax man.
But what if he doesn't feel that?
And then maybe something along the lines of, fuck me, I saw Ella for a blowjob last night and she said I could fuck off.
Okay, that would go.
The thing is, like, it's true though, with the vloggers and stuff, it's like you'll be watching them and then out of nowhere you'll just see, like, when they have a breakup or something, and it's like, it's just, there'll be no signs of it in the previous vlogs, and then out of nowhere it'll just be a breakup.
That speaks volumes for how fake it is, because we've seen that happen before on YouTube where everything's hunky-dory and then one day they never do a video again. And it's like, oh, well, yeah, it'd been coming for ages. Well, on your vlogs about your fucking life, we couldn't fucking tell me. So how much of the real story are we getting? Obviously not a lot. I'm not asking for 100%. I'm asking for even at 5 to 10% of more of what the
What
average.
would you get from that though? What would you get of that 5?
I think it would be.
Like I say, honesty is binary. It's either on or off.
What I think the people watching would feel a little bit better about their lives.
I also think though what you're asking for from the daily vloggers is something that, because those guys have sort of inherently linked the idea that they're sharing everything about their lives. You think they're the only ones who have the responsibility to be honest? And I think media itself is inherently dishonest in a way, because you crop a photo, you don't do 360 degrees. You know, if I'm running or something and I post my run, I might have walked fucking half of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I might have cramp or whatever, but I'm not posting all that below. Like, how honest do you have to be?
I feel like there's a need for both styles of creator. So maybe I feel like, yes, that is fake, but it is very well polished and it is very.
It's good for kids.
It's credible content at the end of the day. Like, if we look as a platform, as like, we're going to take on TV, or we're going to be, this new way form of entertainment, we need characters which are this, everything's happy, smiley, because you do get that from TV. You get that like same fake positivity, I suppose. I don't know. I feel like maybe we need that type of creator to give us credibility as an industry or as a platform.
That credibility then comes from where? So what then makes?
They're not calling everyone a cunt. They're not talking about this.
But I'm saying, like, what makes that credible? And what is interesting is that a lot of the time, what seems to give those people credibility is they get a brand deal, someone endorses them from the real world, and then they just cross onto the other side. And so I get the feeling there's a lot of gas and air the other side, the commercial side. So either they'll appear on This Morning, they'll appear on BBC Morning News, they'll appear on all those things, and suddenly they're credible. And the weird thing is that the validation that they never claim to be looking for and the people they claim to be taking on are exactly the people that then give them that validation. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, I think there's this idea of, in the same way we've sold the internet, of like this, it'll be free, everyone will bank in a really sweet way, and all our money will move in a really nice way, and we'll all have free thoughts and it'll be lovely. There are a lot of people who are very cynical of that when that first came out, because they saw that as branding, and people tried to break that down. It's in YouTube's interest for it not to look that way. Because as soon as it begins to look that way, people are like, fuck, this is dark. Like, Google's helping people achieve things that are crimes, or, YouTube and Google, and people have put this in the comments of that video you put up, they're a business. And their business is views, and their business is advertising, their business is not spreading your message. And that's the opposite of what most people say the message of YouTube is, which is getting our voice out there and taking on TV. Sorry, but every smart TV comes with a YouTube app now. Yeah. YouTube's making YouTube TV, and YouTube's big business deal is YouTube Red.
I think it's a different,
it's a different, like what?
That's just the device you're watching in your living room. Like, that's not TV, is it? Like,
you're literally watching on a TV. Let's not get it twisted. Like, the medium is the message here. You are watching it through whatever you're watching it, and there's a real importance to that. And if it's absolutely, because it makes it more accessible.
I feel like we're getting off topic though.
No, because this is really important. It's important to the topic. It's important to the topic that the platform. If you just said the platform's very important, then it is very important. If anything, it's like more important. We argue over all the silly people and all the silly people on it. We're completely missing the point, is my point. I think YouTube is the point. The content on it, and not to put us all down, is genuinely irrelevant. Like, we have big enough egos, we think it's important, but YouTube and all those things will keep going if any of our channels stop tomorrow.
Oh yeah, fully.
Tell us something I don't know, mate.
No, but you're acting as if I'm saying that to upset you. What I'm saying is,
I'm not. People looked at us and I thought, well, am I supposed to disagree with that? Of course, you're completely right.
But the point is that then that changes all those.
But we were having a conversation about the content, and I'm just talking about that. I think it would be good if occasionally Alfie just looked in the camera, and instead of doing the act, just drop the bullshit for a second, mate, and look in the camera and look in the eye, and give us
welcome.
Give people an actual personal moment where you say, do you know what it is? I'm fucking sick of recording every fucking day of my life and I need a fucking break.
But he did
something
that,
like
people
that.
Took the piss out.
Not even say fucking, just in
you
general.
You just want the satisfaction of it, don't you? You want to see him just do
I
something
think it would be healthy
naughty.
for the people watching him to have just a little bit of fucking
I don't think
What
anyone
if they
in the
get that
world
from somewhere else?
would enjoy an Alfie Day scandal as much as you would. Like, if it ever came out, Alfie did something wrong, you'd be dancing around your living room with your dog. Wouldn't you?
He is just he is the icon of those people. He's sort of like a symbol of all of that lot. Do you know what I'm saying? I just use him because he's at the head of the fucking tower.
I don't even think he's the head of the tower. But then, do you think all kids' TV should be the same then? Like, do you think Blue Peter should be like, all the presenters have to live this really clean life?
No, man. I'm not asking for not that perfect little kids presenter. I know that's what they're going to be like. I'm asking, we're in 2017 now. Can we drop the bullshit just a little bit? Just 5%. Just give us something a little bit more fucking real.
But what does that change about him? Like, what do you think that does?
I would think it'd be healthy for the people watching, that they wouldn't have to think that life is a certain way. It's exactly the point that you made last week. I'm backing Lawrence of last week up, not Lawrence of this week up.
I think what you're trying to put me against what I was saying last week, which was...
I'm not. You are. You said that he should be a little bit more truthful because kids should be happy, yes, but they should also have both sides, a little bit of everything of the world. They shouldn't be brought to believe in crap.
I think I was asking the question is that actually his responsibility?
And I'm agreeing with you.
No, but I'm asking the question. I'm not saying it's actually his responsibility.
I think you're asking it, but you're asking it because you know the truth.
Well, it's a leading question, that's right. But I'm also saying maybe I'm trying to lead you down the route of, is it actually his responsibility, or are we just angry at someone who's really exploited something?
Not officially. His responsibility is just whatever the fuck he wants to do, make money, good luck to him.
And that's kind of the problem, really, isn't it? That's a bigger problem than is
some
content.
people will give a shit and some people won't, and he doesn't have to. But I do. I give a shit. As much as I might say fuck and cunt and all that shit, at least I feel like I'm giving young people who, if they do watch this, a bit more about the world. I
guess that's the issue, isn't it? Is that it's, again, that's perceived reality. There are going to be some people out there who agree with you. He could probably make the complete opposite argument and say, well, I think you're too dark. I think you talk about sex
I would
too
agree
much.
with that. Yeah.
I think you... But
it's fine.
But then what do you... Like, how do you balance that? Because he would say to you, tone it down 10%. Do you know what I mean?
No, he would say a lot more than that.
I'd love to see him come...
Excuse me, Brian, let me have a word with you.
Yeah, Brian, let me just...
He'd say, sorry, who are you again?
Sorry, can you just... Yeah, sorry, I thought you were my bodyguard.
God, that got intense, that, didn't it?
I like those conversations.
Do you
it's
know
fun.
when you're sat in between your parents and they're arguing? And it's like going off
we do this to
and
a
he
lot
does
of
love
guests.
his mum.
I apologise for that.
I don't think he
We're
needs to
supposed to be
apologise.
asking these cunts questions.
No, you're not.
We had all...
well, he's been on before. I've been on 5 times. No one wants to hear about
Veterans.
us anymore. Anyway,
I want to hear
veterans.
Why don't you like doing live comedy?
It's mainly just the nerves. The nerves get to me so much. I love when it's going well and there's people laughing. It's fantastic. There's like no better feeling than getting a big laugh.
It's like an Alfie Days log. Feels great.
You know, just
behave yourself, right? That name should be banned from this podcast from now.
He's just trying to entice me back into another argument, the little cunt.
There's the way he looks at you, innit? He's like just pokes you with a
Tickle,
stick.
tickle.
People in the comments, do you know what's really funny when I watch the podcast back sometimes? Sorry to interrupt you, Steve.
Oh, don't worry.
Is when they'll go, I could tell Brian really wanted to punch him when he did that.
Yeah, that's
and I'll be reading going.
That's how Brian feels 95% of the time anyway.
I must look like I'm getting really angry when I'm just sitting there. Because I've spent hours arguing with you. It's like breathing.
But we've just spent hours debating stuff.
But yeah, but to me...
The point is, most people have the arguments that we have and take it personally. Whereas if we have that conversation, we'll just go, great, well, good conversation there, well done.
We'll go for a beer now.
And just move on.
But people genuinely think we get really wound up.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it such compelling viewing.
So, and we really do get wound up.
Yeah.
Anyway, Stephen.
Yeah, yes. I know. I just have to say, we are completely honest about that. We are both very angry right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what Lawrence said.
I love it.
So, why are you so depressed?
Oh, you know, just 21 living at home with my mum.
Yeah.
It's getting to me now.
Failed comedian.
Yeah. Channel's on the downturn.
You've given up with this.
Look at that shirt.
Yeah.
No, James. So you don't? Do you enjoy live comedy though? When it goes well, do you enjoy that side?
Yeah. I loved it. It's just the anxiety. It didn't do me any favours.
How did you get up there the first time? Like,
have you tried drugs?
No, I've never done any drugs.
This is the scale of responsibility.
The first time, I don't know. It was just like a shitty little pub. I think I just wanted to prove myself. It was like at uni, so I had a few jokes. I was just curious because I thought.
Have you had any bad hecklers? Is like Keith at the back of the pub being a dickhead any time?
No.
Do you know? There's only one way. There's only one way to get, because I've done a lot of public speaking. since I started YouTube now, and the
Just
more
shouting at people in the street.
Yeah. God is good.
Anyway, go on, sorry.
have you heard the good news?
Yeah.
No. The more I did it, the easier it was. It's one of those things you've just got to keep hammering.
Are you socially awkward in the first place anyway? Then
Until I get to know people and I open up, then yeah.
like closed book. Is that what you put on Tinder?
No.
Can I see your Tinder?
It's gone.
It's gone.
Oh man.
Well, it's not technically gone. If you reopen the app right now, it would still
No,
be
I
there.
don't think it would. Delete your account.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had Tinder.
It's
so
quite daunting though when you get up in front of a load of people and you're sort of looking around this crowd and all the eyes are sort of on you.
Yeah.
And also there's this expectation that you are going to say something which they relate with and is going to make them laugh.
Also, I didn't really have a character when I was doing it. It was just sort of me. So if they didn't laugh, I took it personally, and I should have created like just a different persona so that if it went well or if it didn't go well, it didn't affect my life.
If you had to put a number on it, right? How much would you say, like percentage-wise, how much would you say your character is like you? And this applies to you as well. I mean,
Well,
how would you like Stephen tries?
Yeah.
Stephen
And it is a
Brian,
vlog character.
True Geordie.
And then Bri.
Because
I'd
so I
say
reckon you're a little bit similar.
yeah. No,
The unfortunateness.
definitely with
I
that
reckon
character. Yeah.
You do sort of draw. I mean, you can sort of tell. That's the thing is, if you're drawing from somewhere that is probably or feels quite genuine, it makes it so much easier for those jokes to flow.
It's like my character is a bit of a twat like me. Like I just get to say things that I'd normally think, and it's sort of inappropriate and stuff. Terrible with people and females especially. Yeah, I could draw from that in real life.
I didn't mean to bring this.
Cheers, Mum. But at the same time, devilishly handsome.
Yeah,
That's fine.
and that's the real curse.
Well,
here, isn't
he's modelled it on Bob the Builder, to be fair.
Oh, did you see that?
I seen that
through the week?
retweet.
Have you seen it?
I've seen that so many
Mate,
times.
No, I like it.
Insanely like him.
You're
You
not
got
the
it.
first person to show me that either.
No.
I was in a nightclub.
One
and
of
I
my
got shown
mates
that.
texted me being like, "How much does this look like Stephen Tries?" Hang on.
Where's
If
Bob
you
the
can flash
Builder?
this up on the screen, it'll probably help.
It's a new Bob the Builder.
Oh, is it the movie version of Bob the Builder or whatever
So
it is?
this
Yeah,
is
it's the Hollywood one.
So
yeah.
do you hold that up
Pretty
to this
glam.
camera here?
Yeah. Hold it up to all three.
Hold
just
it
to make
up
sure we
to the
get it.
camera. That is the little.
There he is, Bob die Baumeister, as they
Yeah.
call him in Germany.
His ears aren't big.
It really
enough.
does
Oh,
look
yeah,
like
they are quite protruding.
You should do How to Be Bob the Builder.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's not going to get enough clicks, is it?
No.
No.
To be fair,
Have to be
like
Stormzy again.
Yeah. Here's Bob the Builder rapping.
In a park.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go well, just throw something at Max. It's what we do. here.
Bricky on the wall.
Bit of a character.
What would you say then? If you were going to say
I mean-
percentage, how much would you say? Kind of getting back to that, like.
He's an actual character, whereas for me, I just feel like when I'm in the pub, that's true Geordie. Like
Just
amping it up.
me with. So if I'm in the pub with me mates, that's exactly the way I am.
See, I'd feel I almost play a bit of a character with my stuff, at least. Like, not.
Yeah.
It's a
like-
version of you, though,
You
isn't it?
really exaggerate yourself, don't you? Like, I mean, I'm always pissed off on my YouTube channel. And, like, I'd say I'm like 80-90%, but obviously there's a bit.
You're
of you
deeper than I
conscious.
ever thought you were, though. Like
What do you mean?
when I hung
Jesus.
out with you in the flat,
Yeah.
you're a little bit. I can tell there's a lot going on in your mind. You're just a fucking
Shall I shut
thinker.
that window?
He thinks a fuck ton. Like I live. You sort of. You interpret everything around you.
Yeah, I suppose.
You're a really deep thinker, which helps for you what you do because obviously your thing is to break people down or break situations down and see
Yeah.
what's funny about them.
Yeah.
But I feel like you take a lot on board of whatever situation you're in.
Yeah,
and I don't
basically.
realise it until I remember when I was leaving you last time, and I was like, "See you later, mate." And I walked in, I thought I remembered you were like taking a lot in of what was going on.
Still quite young.
Open individual, aren't I?
Do you think you're quite open?
You're fucking
Yeah,
bright.
I think I'm really quite open.
You're an intelligent lad, like.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming on a fourth time,
Okay.
mate.
How old are you?
21. I had to think about that, so maybe that's
Yeah.
it. Maybe that's yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, clear.
You're more so at 21. I wasn't as self-aware as what you are.
Right.
You're sort of aware of how you
But
come
do you think
across,
that was-
whereas I was just like, everyone fucking look at me. I don't give a fuck. To be honest,
I know,
haven't
it's
aged.
weird.
much. No,
Thank
Oh,
God
you've
that self-awareness
changed.
kicked in.
but yeah, I'm a little bit more. You're quite
Do you not
self-aware
think
for
that's
your
the
age.
whole YouTube thing because you hadn't, you didn't have this to be because you've got to be so wary of how you come across on this. Like,
Well,
that's
yeah,
how you
because the
come
comments
across,
will
yeah.
just fucking tell you otherwise,
Oh
won't they?
yeah. And it's part of your viewership as well.
Yeah.
But then, do you not think that's because you?
So I've asked you to do videos with me before where you've thought ahead more than I would have done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A certain controversial
Topic.
Topic.
And I think,
behaved.
and afterwards when I thought about it, I thought it's probably best we didn't make that video then, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it should be
Smashing
the
the
other.
back
It should
doors
be
in of-
me reining you in, and not the other way around. But I sort of recognise he's a bright lad. Like, thanks for saving me career.
Like, whole
Oh, it would have been a
Could have been a bad
career ender.
What video was that?
We tried daily vlogging.
Yeah.
We did some,
And he was too honest.
Wasn't quite that.
Sounds horrendous.
Yeah.
Another 3 lines and Brian's
Maybe
away.
if he hits 10 million subs one day, I'll release it because it'll not matter then.
True,
Positive.
doesn't matter, yeah.
That's my 10 million. So get Will to 10 million subscribers if you want to see the videos.
It's like Chris MD with his old school videos.
Yeah.
Except much more sinister.
Definitely worse than anything he's done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Little
Although
Chrissy.
I can't wait for Chris MD to come
Imagine
out with
if
something
Chris
terrible.
actually
he's
had
done.
Chris MDMA.
Yeah. Oh
That
good.
would- I thought that months ago.
Fuck me.
That would actually be a great video.
What, Chris
Chris
MDMA?
yeah.
That could be your. You couldn't be like a football character.
Chewing his face,
Just
just
officially.
chewing your face off, just
MDMA
like trying to
makes you
score
really
penalties.
happy, apparently.
Yeah.
MDMA penalties.
One of my mates took it, and I was asking him about it, like, and I was like, because we've had a lot of people with bad drug stories on lately, and I was like, just be careful, yeah. I'm worried about you.
Penalties with Mandy. Who's Mandy? Well,
I had a mate who took some before a funeral once.
Huh?
It was just, I was amazed. I don't know if he'd taken it before we went to the funeral or if
Just
it was
a
still from the night
it's just a
beforehand.
terrible idea.
Oh yeah, funny.
No,
He
no.
was just saying, like, I was sat there and I just like,
MDMA.
yeah, and it's supposed to be like, it's like, is it serotonin? Or?
Yeah, so if you're ever going to want to need picked up, it's probably
But he-
a funeral, to be
but
fair.
he didn't-
Yeah, no,
I can
but-
see the logic.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can see the logic, but you can't see.
It's
how
not
you then-
something
but
I would
yeah.
hand out at the funeral fucking
Yeah.
gates, like.
Yeah, you
Tissues
know,
and
yeah.
and some
Take one and a
take this
tissue.
MDMA. There we go. And a tissue. Yes.
Jesus.
Fuck me,
That's
how
an-
dark is that?
That's an interesting concept, yeah, isn't it?
It's pretty. I mean, you could smoke weed at a funeral?
Not if you're a
Again,
priest.
we're not. Yeah.
You could do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it a good idea.
This was a really good time, everyone. I just want to say thanks for coming along.
I am woke at the wake.
Yeah.
Walk at the
Woke at the wake. It works.
We've planned that. Haven't we?
Yeah. So do you would you just try and get rid of the anxiety? Why don't you just try and get rid of the anxiety and do some bloody stand up?
I'll probably be
Videos
better
are
at
sick.
it now. Yeah, because I've got like YouTube and stuff. So whereas when I did it back then, it was just
You just
my
know.
whole sort of career rested on doing stand up and
if
getting
you
it to
did-
go well.
If you did it now as well, like the people who would be there to watch you would already be on side, I suppose. So that.
Oh, 161.
Oh yeah, maybe.
You just be saying Manny on the map every 2
Yeah.
seconds to respond to people.
Yeah, because that would be a lot easier for you if you said, I'm doing a gig, come along.
Yeah.
It's not a
'Cause
terrible idea.
if
No,
anything,
I have thought about
if the
it.
sidemen have proven anything, is you don't have to be good at what you're doing to get a crowd. Do you know what I mean? That's. I mean that. I mean that on
You
football.
can't talk about their commentators
No,
like that. That really isn't.
They're great YouTubers, but footballers not so much. But they've got a crowd. Do you know what I
Some
mean?
of them are decent football. Mini
so-
Mints is a fucking
All
great
right,
football.
Toby's pretty good.
Toby and
Manny's
Manny.
good. All right, let's stop giving them too much credit. We're not commentators anymore.
Yeah, good
right?
point. But they are beautiful footballers, so don't expect us to be there. But do tune in on the 22nd.
No,
and
it's
I'll be-
so you
it's
would
23rd.
you would genuinely get a massive
21st.
audience
Who
now
gives a
if you
fuck?
did a stand-up comedy show.
Possibly. That's the thing. I need to get like a good 5-10 minutes of new stuff because I've shown all my old stuff. I need to work out what my style's going to be because I don't want to sort of be like. I don't talk about my daily life is usually what I used to do, and I can't really do that now. Talk
Why
about
don't-
writing
I
a sketch.
think-
Snapchat.
Could you not use that character from the videos for it?
Possibly, yeah. I should have thought of this. Fuck me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Good
use
idea.
him. Maybe dress him up a little bit. Put a suit and tie on him.
Yeah. Could you? I
I'll
mean,
come
that's.
heckle if you want.
There are a lot of young comedians though that do start with the character, don't they?
I
remember.
would like to see you in like a school uniform style
Hello, bro.
get up. As if you're going in. If you're going
Skirt,
in for like
ankle high.
your school photo,
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Why?
You could do a really
You need
good-
to elaborate. We can't leave that. You need to elaborate on that more.
Because you kind of.
I'd like to see you
look
in
like
a school uniform.
You look like a grown man, but you also look like a schoolboy.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a good angle.
Yeah. I could be.
Do you know like how Carlton from the Fresh Prince used to sort of
Oh yeah.
have that sort of look?
It's interesting.
What
Okay.
about the
Dress
skirt
it.
then? Why did you want to see him in a skirt?
I said dress up in a school uniform.
Right,
Right,
dress,
said
and you
got-
miss her dress,
No,
and
they
then
just-
I
okay, understood. Right.
took
I've
it down a
my
dark
mind's
route.
been taken on different paths. Yeah.
So why do you like BuzzFeed quizzes so much?
It's just if you put BuzzFeed in the title, I think BuzzFeed is one of the most searched for things. It is a thing above PewDiePie.
Ironically, BuzzFeed is one.
What is BuzzFeed again? I don't even know.
Do you want to do some BuzzFeed quizzes?
No,
I do. I bloody
that actually
do.
is a shout, you know.
All
Getting you
right.
doing them could be quite funny.
All right.
Just see if I can get them.
So what kind of music do you like, Will?
Oh God, that's one of those questions you like when you get asked it, you start freezing up.
Yeah.
And you start saying everything, really.
Everything,
that's
really,
not
yeah.
allowed, is it?
I listen to AC/DC sometimes, but also Drake.
I know. It's hard, like, well, just I'd say rap really, but that's a broad spectrum.
Yeah.
I'm
It is.
hugely into Frank Ocean, but then sometimes you're like, oh, I'm sat in my room 3 hours alone, and it's all got a bit mellow.
That's fine.
Is that the drugs or the Frank Ocean?
I don't do drugs, Brian. I like brand deals. Yeah, just
What kind of drugs is brand deals?
Maybe if I titled it WillNE doesn't do drugs.
Yeah.
Just the sheer WillNE drugs is going to get a lot of clicks, isn't it?
I don't know if anyone's going about on a Thursday night being like, does that northern boy
Do drugs.
just
Yeah.
To be fair, I feel like I do look like I do them. But
Yeah,
I
you
feel like
do.
I've got that unhealthy look about me.
Oh, yeah,
like,
you're right.
Methamphetamine is what
I do get the comment a lot. Like, so on the floor we've moved into,
Oh Christ, where's this
In the
guy?
dorm.
no. So someone's
Does matron let you do them?
This is an interesting way to sit, Lawrence.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, comfy.
I've got a little handle here. as well.
Someone smokes weed on our floor in our tower, right?
Sure.
And because we're the young
Where's
ones,
that smell coming
I know,
from?
well, they come and blame us, right? But then I open the door with my like red eyes, and I'm like, oh fuck, this doesn't really help the situation, does it? But nothing.
And then you're saying, Chip's upstairs, it's him, man.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
There's a reason he called
Oh,
Burnt
that's right.
Chip.
Stupid sod.
How many
Sorry.
different towers?
Is he
Can
still
you guys
staying
all
over
walk
a
to
lot,
each
or-
other?
Well, my flatmate tried to walk to the other one because she works there.
Works there. What's her job?
Editor.
Ah, right. Yes.
Should I have not said that?
No,
Moving
it's
swiftly
fine.
on.
Can we cut that out? 'Cause I got like literally.
No. Just move on.
I was
Sorry.
just
We'll
trying to
cut
get
it
him
out.
to say it. It was
We'll
really
cut it
good.
out. We'll cut it
Promise
out.
me that's getting cut.
Con, if you're listening when you're editing this,
Okay.
don't
Sorry.
forget to
Okay.
cut
You
that
giant
bit
cunt.
out.
Okay, so yes, so my flatmate once was walking between the towers
Why? What does she do?
and got mugged for her phone. So
No way.
yeah,
In Stratford.
Seriously?
walking to Stratford, yeah.
Fuck me.
Two kids came out on bikes and stole her phone.
That's crazy.
So you
What?
can walk,
Sorry.
but maybe it's not suggested.
Is that
Fucking
why all
London,
of the
eh?
rich people live in towers?
Well, so it's just above
Yeah.
all of that.
You can't use a bike on the 19th
So what
floor.
kind of music do you like?
We've done this, haven't we?
I mean,
Ocean.
Right.
What else? No, but is there any specific
I'm
rap
trying-
artist?
Should I go through
Is there an era or a?
me right. My recent playlist. Do you do that thing, right, where you listen to about like 5 songs at a time? Like, I have 1 week and I'll probably only listen to the
What
5
I've done
Yeah,
is
yeah,
I've
I
made,
totally
yeah,
do
so
that.
I've made playlists about people I know. It's quite nice. It's quite a nice way to.
You are fucking.
It's quite a nice way to categorize music. So you sort of.
So
if
you
I-
have like an album called da da da.
Yeah. So I'll
Do you
an
have a
album-
Brian album?
I suppose I could start one.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm listening a lot to
Frozen.
Dre 2001.
Good.
Classic album.
Classic.
You can't go wrong.
Agrees. What about you?
Yeah. Big into the rave scene, I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
I was basically raised on the Venga Boys. So,
Yeah. Is the bus coming?
Oh, every day.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Yeah.
We're going to Ibiza.
Those were all good songs back
They
in the
really
day
were,
as a
to be fair.
12-year-old.
I'm saying this ironically, but they're all on my phone. No, I do like,
The kids like them.
club
Do
music.
you guys want to try a donut?
Oh, I've saw them before.
What's
like that's an
going on, man?
absolute
They're
yes.
underneath that box. Just throw that stuff off. Sorry, it's only a recording studio.
It's
Are
deteriorating.
they different
It's not.
flavoured?
There's different flavours. So we've only got 3 flavours left. Peanut butter, I definitely want that one.
Oh,
This
I'm
one
fine,
is
so you three can fight,
banana,
yeah.
and this one is just I can't remember now. What that
Icing.
one is. Icing sort of thing. It looks good though, doesn't it?
Which one
I had a chocolate one earlier and it was the best donut of my life.
All right.
What's you going for that one?
I would.
Donuts are very
recommend
in,
one
aren't
of
they?
the
at the
other. I'm not
moment?
having
Are
one.
they?
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
having one, right?
I'm
so-
watching me weight.
In St Helens.
No,
I'm gonna
they haven't
fix
caught
it.
on to
Is that one working? Or?
So this charity match prep's going well.
Yeah. How do you feel? Oh, will this have come out before or after that?
after.
I mean, who cares?
I don't know
at
why
this
I
point?
picked
It's a shit tip, isn't it?
After.
It's gone to ratchet.
She edits.
It's gone to ratchet, isn't it?
Why?
Nah, it's gone to ratchet.
Which way do you want to take it?
This.
We'll
He gets a bit
compose.
upset
Oh.
sometimes.
I think we should
Oh.
compose, yeah.
I've got some questions from the audience if you want to
Oh, this is
hear what people have been asking.
I'm fine.
What people are
You've
actually
got
interested in.
peanut
out there.
allergy.
No, it's just, it's been in your hands. Joke.
Ever cheated on an exam, lads?
Oh yeah.
Ever cheated on
Yeah.
a girl?
Whoa, one question at a time.
Ever cheated on a girlfriend?
No,
No,
never.
I'm too loyal.
Never?
I think I'd. No,
I'm actually thinking, I don't know if people think I should do this or not, about taking a little drive down to the golf course that Will used to work in
Oh, I'll go with you.
and interviewing them about
I'm not
what you were
going
like. I want to get like an interview of so I might do like a documentary on Will's life and sort of go and interview everyone about
Without
what he
me
was
knowing.
like, but then interview you last and let you know what they've said about you.
So who we're getting? Me mum, me dog.
We'll get Big Shaz, get the dog in.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get the crazy golf gang in.
I don't think they're my best friends.
Is there anyone else we could interview?
Really?
School friends.
Oh yeah, I suppose that's it.
Yeah, both of them will do it.
If you've got any ideas in the comments, let us know. Lawrence, have you ever cheated on a girl?
No, God.
God no.
God would allow it.
God no. I would never do that.
Have you? Well, you know you have.
Who me? I have.
I can only speak to one girl at a time. Never mind.
Would they? I'll let you off with that. Would you be up for doing a meetup anytime soon, lads?
Who's asking?
With all
you
of
know?
the YouTube fans and that.
No.
I don't think anyone would show up.
Are you
Yeah.
doing Summer in the City or whatever that's
Oh yeah,
called?
I'm doing a meetup. Fuck. Mhm.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I think I've been invited. I'm not sure.
I'd go to a proper one, but I wouldn't say, "Hey
Would
guys."
you do a proper one though? Yeah.
Yeah. If
Come meet me in the
Let's meet up and do some
Yeah.
comedy. What are you
Go,
going
go.
to do?
Improv. Where am I?
With 12-year-olds.
So we've got a question for Lawrence actually.
Uh-huh.
Lad's going to college to study film and TV
Good.
and looking to start a YouTube channel, but he wants advice from you on how to get into like media and that
You mean get a job?
sort of thing.
While you're at university,
Talking to the microphone, second.
I know how to use a microphone. While you're at university, you've got a lot of spare time. When someone offers you a camera, take it. When someone offers you a microphone, take it. When someone offers you a studio, take it. Doesn't matter if what you make is good or bad, just get practicing and doing it as much as you can. And then ask as many people as you can to do running, which is like the job where you're the runner on set and you sort of, not to just like go running.
I just felt like running.
Yeah, no, but like, so when someone says, do you want to be a runner on set? Say yes. Don't do it for free. Do it for a nominal amount. And if you do it on a commercial, definitely get a commercial rate, and you'll make reasonable money for a very short space of time. And in time, you can climb the ladder.
All right, there you go then.
I pranked my mate
ABCs.
into being.
He's broken it down, right?
I
Inspirations.
pranked my
I
mate
love
into being a runner.
Inspiration in life, boys. Starting with WillNE.
So like, do they have to be related to what you're doing?
There could be anything you want. Is there someone that you look at
Mahatma
and admire
Gandhi.
and look up to?
So there was one guy we talked about before. I saw a video when I was preparing for my exams yesterday. What you take the piss out of?
It's the idea that you do your videos, but your inspiration is Gandhi.
Sorry, actually, I'm a pacifist. Yeah, imagine.
Just the idea of Gandhi sitting at home going, how can I change things? BuzzFeed quizzes.
That's not what I do. We need to drop the BuzzFeed thing.
Sub to Gandhi. Do you know what I mean?
Bully children, Gandhi, kick it off.
Just got his sandals on under the desk.
What about you then? Who've you seen?
I'd love to see you in a pair of Gandhi glasses.
Oh, I mean, we could do it.
Yeah.
I'm a friend.
So who's your inspiration? Who's the person you look up to?
At the moment, there's a guy called Gary V.
Oh yeah.
Who should
Gandhi
come on
V.
this podcast. Basically, I saw a video of his last year, and it was just like about working and just putting time in. It sounds like one of those shy motivational
Oh yeah, man.
videos.
Just give us how you were feeling.
So I was putting all this time into revising for exams, like literally like 17, 18 hours a day.
Shit.
And I was like in the library like 4 in the morning. I watched this video and I was like, fuck. It was about like coming out of uni and not knowing what to do. And I was like, look, I've got this summer ahead of us. I've got 3-4 months. And I think on YouTube at the time had like 20k subscribers. And I was like, as soon as I
I know
get
a few
out,
people
I'm just
like
going to
that.
put this same amount of time into doing something I love. So I pre-filmed before I went home a couple of videos. The first one was the BG Media video. And just literally started getting up at like 8 o'clock and then did work until 4 on YouTube. And then suddenly that all came. I came back to uni the next year with, I think it was 250k. So, and then it was just
In
all
the
of
bank.
those videos that but yeah, that was.
It's amazing how many people who
Will watch
sort of
Dross.
pause their studies to do YouTube, and then once they really give YouTube everything, it just happens.
I've got my last month's rent to pay on my uni accommodation this month, and then it's done.
Have
I don't have to pay a thing.
you been subletting it, or
No, I couldn't.
you just left it empty?
Yeah. Because Loughborough's just a student town, so everyone's already sorted there anyway.
That's crazy, isn't it? And the university wouldn't let you.
No. Oh no, I was doing it from a lettings agency, so it was.
Right,
different.
okay.
So, yeah, well, that's a fun topic, and I'm really glad we've.
What's
been
rent
doing
in
that.
Loughborough, like £10 a week?
Hmm?
What's rent in Loughborough
I think
anyway?
it's £400 a month.
Shit.
So
I think
it's the
there
most
was one lad.
depressing place on earth,
There was
well.
one lad in America who I know of, who had like 75,000 subs. He was at uni, and he said I was going to take a year off, and if I haven't got 150,000 in a year's time, I'm coming back to uni, and I'm sort of giving up on YouTube, sort of thing. And within a year and a half, he had like 1.4 million subs.
Bloody
So did he go back?
Just
or not?
smashed it. Goodbye, university.
Jesus, man.
What about you, Stephen? Is there anyone you look like, any inspiration?
I've just clocked that T-shirt
Yeah,
again.
it was quite prominent.
Why am I doing that?
Yeah.
Should be doing that.
My
I
true
am a proper
inspiration is Chris Evans.
Oh no. My main two are Steve Cook and Ricky Gervais, I guess. Just writing and performing my own stuff. I didn't even sound English then, did I?
No,
Just-
you did.
Yeah, just Ricky Gervais was the main one. He's always been just someone who can sort of do everything, like in any aspect of the media, and do really well.
I
So,
like I like people who are multi-talented.
Yeah.
I really like The Rock as someone who I think is like, and I don't see myself as that before you start
Right,
thinking,
okay.
but like to go
People who
from
can do podcasts and shout at a camera.
Yeah.
for The Rock to do
And eat.
the wrestling and then go into film, and then the fact that like, I seen him, he did a voice for a Disney movie.
Moana.
I can't remember what it was called, but he sang a song in it, and I was like, "Fuck me, this cunt can do everything." Like he's fucking on
It's
Disney.
like
All of them.
Donald Glover, isn't it? He's an incredible.
He's very.
singer.
I think he's quite an
So
inspiration.
Childish Gambino, and then,
Yeah.
so he's like an actor and a rapper. That's like mad.
He's a
talented.
comedian as well.
Yeah.
Doc
Really
Brown.
Doc Brown's a very talented guy. Yeah, he's got his own production.
How about you then, Loz?
Who could you go? I mean, you can go for the obvious ones, like people like Casey Neistat and people like that.
Well, no, I
Find
want.
him-
Is there anyone who you're like, one day?
He's just looking for you to say him.
No, man. One
No,
day.
man, no,
There must
no.
be someone who you're like, because I know that you get once you start looking up to people, you get quite passionate about what they do.
I'm quite passionate about quite a few people. I
Like
think it's-
Kanye West, like I know that you like what he does.
I was very but I wouldn't want to be him. Do
No,
you know what I mean? But
that's what I was
would,
saying.
Inspiration,
I'd say you can be inspired by what he
You're
does.
not trying to be them. You're taking from what they've
Yeah.
done and turning it into what you do.
I think I'm just inspired by people that you see who come with. It doesn't. I like people who don't come with a half-baked idea. I don't like YouTubers who do the half. So that's what I've said to you about that video you sent me the other day. I was like, it doesn't feel finished.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that annoys me when YouTubers do half-finished ideas and go, "I want you guys to feed back on it, and then we'll see what happens." And you're sort of
And
like,
then I'll put the effort
no.
in
What
after
you mean
that,
is
yeah.
you want to put in half the effort. So I like someone who's got a full vision, and so that's why someone like Casey Neistat. There's a guy called Levi Maestro online who did like a series with Fox, and he's been with like Chris Bosch, Nigel Sylvester, like all these cool figures, and sort of made really nice vignettes about them. And what I love is the people who can make videos that seem very self-contained, but they've got like that element of truth in them which make them seem like they relate to the whole wider world.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to do that. I don't think many people achieve it, you know, and that's why Casey's so good. I think he manages to show a lot of the world in his videos. Inspirational.
For
What about
me, it would be
Sorry,
Joe Rogan.
Brian, who's
Yeah.
I tell you, because like I say about people who can do a lot of things, like he does the UFC commentary, and I think you could arguably say in terms of combat sport, he's the best commentator that there's ever been. He
So
is
fighting.
a decent stand-up
Remember the ones
comedian.
where they're like, oh, they're going through the chair.
He's
It's really the WWE
Carl
one.
Froch.
Carl Froch.
He's very knowledgeable considering he wasn't an MMA fighter himself. Like he's got
Yeah.
black belts and all sorts, and he's a very decent stand-up comedian. And I think his podcast is probably it's the best podcast that's ever been. Like
For that genre.
I think it's the best podcast of all time. To be honest with you,
In that genre.
best podcast ever.
Because there are some exceptional podcasts online. aren't
What
there?
I'm saying is, if you look at the body of work he's put together, nearly 1,000 podcasts now, and you compare his best work that he's done in those podcasts to everybody else, other people won't stand up to that.
In terms of like the chatty sort of.
In terms of
studio
the
stuff.
variety, in terms of the intellect, the stories, everything that he's had on, I think variety is what I'm really impressed by him. The fact that he can do so many different types, like stand-up comedian, podcaster, commentator. Whenever it comes to talking, he's just number one in my book.
He can speak confidently on a lot of different subjects.
So in his latest podcast, he had people on who were debating one of the ancient pyramids or ancient buildings that's been uncovered, and he had like a scientist challenging one person's opinion, and Joe Rogan is speaking as if he is the authority in the room because he's done that much research on it. He's one of those people who, when he's not podcasting, he sits and reads and learns. So when people try and bullshit him on any subject, he's able to just call that shit straight away. And I admire that. Like, his thirst for knowledge is really impressive. It makes me feel like a dumb cunt sometimes. Do you know what I mean? So I want to be more like that.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What's your biggest fears? Like your biggest fear in life?
I'll tell you my biggest fear in life. Being skint.
Really?
Aye. I'm not.
You must have been skint at some point.
I've been skint before. I don't mean skint like can't pay the sky bill. I mean skint like bread and milk can't be afforded. Like, I'm literally, what the fuck am I going to do? I can't, let alone make the rent, let alone make the bills. Like, I know what skint
can't
is.
Feed yourself.
So like, that's why I'm really fucking motivated on YouTube and that, because like,
really, that's what you worry about.
What else is there to worry about?
Yeah,
it's a very good point, actually.
For me, like,
oh, my answer's shite now. I'm just scared of spiders.
That is a shit.
No, but like, that's a fair one. Like, do you know what I mean?
Fucking, I know they're little, right? But like,
some of them
like,
aren't.
What about the big ones?
What? Oh god, well, you don't find many of them in Whitby Bay. Like
this Brendan Schaub fella posted. He's going to Australia. He's a stand-up comedian.
Right.
He used to be a UFC fighter, and just as he's booked his trip to Australia, someone sent him a picture of a guy in a hospital bed. He'd been on holiday in Australia, bitten by a spider. They're having to amputate his arms and legs.
Jesus.
So your fear is not a silly one.
It is if you're in England, but if you're in Australia, it's not a silly one.
What are you scared of? Losing brain.
Trying to think of what I'm actually scared of.
Daddy Dyer.
I was going to say this ferocious bastard, eh?
What am I afraid of?
What about you? You must be scared of a lot.
Yeah, loads of things.
I love it.
My worst fear is sort of being like just in the middle of an ocean and just not knowing what's beneath me, like just being stranded.
Do you know what's funny? When I was diving,
big starfish.
When I was diving, as soon as I'd go under the water, I'd be like, right, I'm under here now. I can see what's around us. Right, sometimes you couldn't, but you'd feel better when you're under the water looking around.
Did you not
than
feel
what
a
you
little
would.
bit like helpless?
What I'm saying is that it must be a very human emotion to be when you're on the top of the water, and because sometimes the waves are quite high, so you can't really see what's going on. So you know you're in this massive open space, and you're helpless.
Yeah.
And it's that helplessness that makes you feel like scared. Because as soon as I'd go under the water and I could see what was around us, I'd feel
just reassured.
Whereas if anything, under the water is more dangerous, I guess. But
yeah, because sharks are faster than you.
Yeah,
sharks are just killers.
Apparently, a human can swim like 2 feet per second, and a shark can swim 50.
Yeah.
So,
but you just punch
or
them
25,
on the
something like that.
and paralyse them.
There was loads of surfers in I think it was LA, told to get out of the water recently because there was 15 great white sharks.
Christ, that's
just suddenly turned up.
Yeah, they were on the coast,
Spring
right on
break.
the coast.
But imagine
No, the helicopter had to go and say, "Get the fuck out the water now." There's there's 15 great white sharks.
Imagine that, knowing that you're in the water and you
God.
are not going to out
Shit yourself,
if that
mate.
shark gets near you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You're basically dead if a shark chases you.
Ironically, that was one of my fears before I became a diver. I used to be quite like, great white sharks. Like, it's just, you're so fucked.
I mean, it's a very obvious fear, isn't it? And it's a true fear. It's not really something that affects you on a daily basis.
It's not like a realistic
No, but the
fear,
thing
though.
is, with animals in the wild, like on foot, you can sort of have a prey in some way,
Yeah.
or some way to climb, or there is no way to hide. With a shark, you are beyond fucked. If it decides you're done, that's it.
What animals do you reckon you could beat in a fight? Do you reckon you could beat a kangaroo?
What if are you Joe Weller all of a sudden?
Labrador.
That is such a Joe.
No.
No, actually, I'm not. I don't mean that because of the. But yeah, that is such a Joe Weller question, isn't it?
I don't even say
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, right? Like, you'd have a better chance than like me and Stephen, right?
Well,
I think
well,
you'd
no,
probably have a bit
depends.
more cunning than
That's why I
us.
had a honey badger once.
But like, if a kangaroo came and squared up to you, right? Because have you seen the video of the Aussie bloke like?
He'd give it a good right
Do you
hook,
reckon
didn't
you
he?
could?
Well, if he could, there's no
Sounds like a
reason why
video
I
for the
wouldn't.
second channel.
There we go.
Yeah?
It's just a video. For
Brian
the
on
second
safari.
Just Brian at Chester Zoo.
Yeah.
We've actually said
Come
I'm going
on
on
then, you
safari,
cunts.
so I will find out.
Well, yeah. What
bunch of
against?
animals.
Yeah.
We're going on safari.
We are going on safari. Yeah.
We're going to do a video of
maybe
it.
drop that question.
No,
about
we're
that
going on
Austin.
safari in South Africa.
Oh
Wow.
really?
Yeah.
We
Out
haven't
in the
got any
open.
money
We
for
haven't
it. We're just
booked any
telling
of it
everyone
yet.
we're
We're just
going.
telling everyone we're going,
And
yeah.
hoping that if we keep talking about it, eventually someone's going to go,
Thomas Cook.
Do you want the money?
I was going to say, so which football company?
We should
are you
dream it,
gonna
do
look
it.
into that one then. How's that one?
Bongo. Bongo.
Bongo
Yeah.
knows. Kangaroos.
Let's text Bongo about lions. I don't know. To be honest, we probably could go on a safari.
That does sound fun.
Yeah.
That
You
I
don't like
find.
moving very much though. Like, you
Yeah,
don't like
safaris are
transport.
all about me.
I know, but yeah, you only live once, so I feel like I have to go and see. I want to see like wild African lions,
Yeah, good point.
right? Because I want to feel what it's like when they're around, and that
Punch one
like
in the
sort
nose.
of.
Sorry.
I want to see them. I want to because I think they're just beautiful creatures. Me lions, like
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love to see
How
some
I feel about
lions.
Stephen.
yeah.
I took that down a notch.
You're a real beautiful creature.
Well, I'm a creature, you know.
If you were
That's why I
an
deleted
He's
Tinder.
got such one-liners. This cunt.
if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
What's your spirit animal?
Just like a dead tortoise or something.
Dead tortoise.
I don't know. I feel like a penguin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
just-
penguin's
I
actually
think
quite
you'd
nice.
be a meerkat.
Just
Yeah,
poke
I
out
can
with
see
it.
that one.
Just
He's not got the eyes
imagine
for a
you
meerkat.
like Timon,
Yeah.
and I suppose I'd be Pumbaa. Can we
A
Photoshop that?
warthog.
I just heard. I can imagine you Timon there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is Timon the
I'm
little
sick
one?
of
being a
Yes, is he
meerkat.
little?
Yeah.
And Pumbaa's the big fat one.
Hakuna Matata.
All right, more questions. Most expensive clothing or item that you own, like jewelry or
I
anything?
did
Probably my
something-
watch. This
I
one.
did something stupid. I bought a pair of those white Yeezys and I've stained
How
them.
much are they?
You stained them.
Well, not. I've got a couple of marks on the front.
How much?
They were $4.50.
450
Fuck
quid.
Me.
You did, so you didn't buy them at retail. You bought them in
Yeah.
post. Wow.
Oh, because you're buying them retail. so
You've
it
got
costs more
Yeezys,
than
haven't you?
it
Yeah.
does. Do you get yours retail?
Yeah. My girlfriend
Bollocks.
won them for me.
Oh, so no, that's cheating.
Why is that
If you
cheating?
win them, it's not counting as getting them on the draw.
Yeah, you get them on the drop because people do the raffles and then you go
Yeah,
to
that
the
doesn't
raffle
count
and
as
you buy them.
getting a retail though. That's
So
like you need
I
a
bought
How
them
much was
at
the
a
watch,
Foot
Stephen?
Locker.
bollocks.
How much was your watch, Stephen?
I don't know. I think it was a present off my
20 quid?
sister or no. It was. I think it was 150.
Three blowjobs.
I'm not like that. Flash.
Oh no, it is real Armani. Well,
Yeah,
that says
probably a good
Armani.
couple of $100 quid, man.
Nice.
Oh, Manny.
Right, what you were
No,
saying?
probably
Um,
not something that none of us are particularly
Flashy.
flashy.
I've got
dresses. You've got some
a
expensive rings, haven't you?
I've got a ring eye that was probably about $1.5 grand. My skull ring.
Yeah, sometimes I go to the local markets and see the skull rings and I think about buying them and just wearing them on my
Jesus Christ.
It was a proper fucking solid gold bitch. Right. Who shagged the most fan girls?
You or Stephen.
Or is there known to Stephen Will's fans who take pity on him?
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
That's what the
such a-
question says.
Don't take it, Stephen.
No.
Don't let them talk to you like this.
Is there a YouTuber out there who's banged the most fangirls, like by a mile, who we know of?
From what I've
all
seen.
know that name and we don't need to say it.
Yeah.
All right. Apart from the obvious one, the reigning defending champ of the
Yeah.
world, actually there is one who's hot on his heels lately.
Is
Yeah.
there? I don't
Anyway.
know about these.
You don't know
I
about
know
them?
about the one because he
Yeah,
sent
yeah.
he sent me a Snapchat and I thought,
Oh, there you go.
it's from this guy. I might get the family round. Let's see what he's up to. Oh, okay.
Good
Was
God.
it from Joe Weller?
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah,
right.
it was.
Okay.
And your mum's just going, that's a long doc.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we've all had those
What's
Snapchats.
she sucking it like that for?
Yeah.
Well,
All right,
I haven't had those Snapchats.
Yeah, we'll have to include you on there more often.
Yeah, I don't really want to be included.
You're a
in those
journalist, though.
things.
People are a bit frightened of that.
Well,
I think people. I think people are a bit worried about the acerbic comment they might get back. Sort of like not as impressed as I thought I'd be.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, to be fair. All right, hottest teacher at your school. Who was that?
Ooh.
At what level?
All right.
Secondary,
Just
at
what?
least.
No, sort of like with a head teacher.
So
or
when
whatever?
I think of hot teacher, there's like a teacher that comes to mind. Is there a teacher that comes to your mind?
yeah.
We didn't have any
Couple,
hot teachers
Devo.
at our school.
There's one. I
Devo,
don't want to say
yeah.
names. That's
Come
what
on,
it
let's name names.
is.
Man.
I hope she doesn't still work. She's called Miss Hepton.
Miss
Whitley
Hepton.
High. Really. I didn't even like
Describe her.
English.
What did she give you? What grade did she?
Oh.
What grade did she give you?
Well, it was A level, so she didn't give us it any. Oh, I think. Oh no, it was GCSE. I think I got an A.
So you got Hepe.
Oh.
You
If I'd said C, you would have been fucked.
That you really would.
you really was hoping for that, weren't you?
Yeah.
What did she look like? Dress size, roughly?
I'm not going into that.
Dress
She's just a very
size
nice
roughly.
looking lady.
Brunette,
Let's objectify a
blonde.
teacher.
I'll do it.
Yeah, brunette.
He'll do it.
Miss Jones. We had like
Are
this
you
food
joking?
tech teacher.
Okay.
Me and Miss Jones, yeah. And it was like this old woman until year 11, and then Miss Jones
And
came
then she
in.
changed.
Yeah. And she was just incredible. Just thinking about her now. If you're there, Miss Jones, watching this, and you're not, having a good time with life, maybe you're a little bit depressed. I'm here, and we can fail our coursework again together.
What did she teach you?
Food tech. Well, not much because I got C.
She taught you what?
Food technology.
Aye.
But yeah, she left in the same
Where'd she
year.
go?
I don't know. Been asking myself that every night.
She left after one of the students sexually assaulted her.
Baked her a special pie.
All right. For
I
me,
had some great teachers in my day. I didn't have any crushes on them though. They were all
No.
sort of just
Steve.
normal, nice.
the thing is, it's a bit like the office secretary syndrome, in it, when like they might not be that hot but because of the teacher. It's sort of like,
Right.
and I used to get told off, and sometimes I'd quite like it. Do you know what I mean?
Stop pulling your pants.
Stop. Yeah.
Oh, don't hit me.
Yeah.
Miss Parker? She was the French teacher. She wasn't that fit, but like there was something about her.
Was it the French?
She could speak French, but she wasn't actually French.
But was the French a thing for you?
Yeah, it sounded nice when it came out of her mouth, and sometimes she'd had a big arse on her. I did like that though. What's he just said?
I just made a little noise.
Huh?
I just
I can't even fucking hear now. My ears haven't been right for a couple of weeks now.
That's quite depressing.
I'm missing all the good jokes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We used to have an old man teacher who used to say to us
Is this your crush?
for German, who used to say to us, you used to have to do oral exams. He used to stand at the front of the class and say, "You will do oral to me, and then I will grade it." And everyone used to be like, "What the fuck? Like, why? How does he get away with saying that?"
If we were all to do a sketch now, what roles would we each of us play?
Should we try and do some improv now? Should we try
Yeah,
some
yeah,
improv?
yeah.
We love some improv. So,
Come on, give us a character.
This is the True Geordie sketch
This is
featuring
True.
WillNE, Stephen Tries, and Lawrence McKenna.
So, what kind of comedy situation would you like to set up here?
Last time we did a restaurant, last time I was on.
Brilliant.
So let's move away from that.
Let's
I think,
move away.
Maybe we could have like a 2-on-1 scenario.
Oh,
so,
gee, this is
Right.
getting a
Are
bit-
you directing?
Shall I direct?
Right. Okay, you direct. Sure, go
Okay.
ahead.
Oh, we've lost the best actor.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like maybe a parents' evening.
A parents' evening. Fantastic. Okay, great.
That's a great scenario.
Yeah. So, am I the teacher?
Teacher,
Right,
yeah.
and you are indeed parent and child.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the parent.
It's up to you how
Alright,
you want to
okay,
work it.
no,
It's
no,
which way around do you want to do
alright.
it? Okay.
I want to be the parent. Right.
Right.
So you starting or am I? Or you're directing?
Year
on you?
10, I'd say.
Year 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good evening, Mr.
Brian.
Mr. Brian. Wow. Okay,
Brian.
Mr. Brian.
Here's my son.
Sure.
Brian.
Mr. Parker. Lovely to meet
Nice
you.
to meet
Yeah.
What do you teach again? Sorry.
I teach little shits, but tonight I teach French to Brian here. Bonjour, Brian.
I haven't learned what that means.
Bonjour, Brian.
Bonjour.
Brian had to go into remedial class because
Understood.
Brian, as we say in French, is retarded.
He's lying.
Yeah.
I feel like that's okay.
He's had it in for us since I started. He
Yeah,
didn't
I
like
thought-
this.
Brian causes great pain to other people in the class. Yes.
Physically or mentally?
Orally,
Because
actually,
Just both.
yeah.
Orally.
Yes, Brian is indeed a problem to most people's ears, or as we say in French, ear. Correct. Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Yes, ear.
He's-
Ear.
I don't like them, Dad.
Right. Sorry. just to break character for a second. That's
Yeah.
never something I ever thought I'd ever witness. But alright, I've just been called
Dad. Wow, yeah, that really
Dad,
is true.
Okay, cool. I thought it was
Brian's a
One
bully.
day you'll
That's
have
right.
kids that may happen
Jesus
more often.
Christ.
Brian's a big fat
If you
bully.
stick around.
And
You
it's
gonna
little
say that?
shits. Yeah, Brian's.
What have I taught you at home, right? You don't let anyone walk over you. This bloke not included,
He's
yeah?
always doing it though.
I'd say it's down to the parent, if I'm quite honest.
I'd
What
say
have you
I
got to
told
say?
him
To be honest, I didn't want to say anything, but now you're here. I seen him,
Oh, no, you're not turning this on me.
I seen him touching one of the girls inappropriately the other day, and ever since he's seen me looking, he's had it in for us. He's trying to get us expelled.
Hold on. Is the girl fit? Or? Continue.
That's terrible.
Well, that's a big accusation there, Brian.
Sure, you're not a policeman though, are you?
I am
so
not, but I am a figure of authority in this role play.
Yeah.
I am the parent, yeah?
He
Right.
French kissed her. That's what it was. It was
Right.
he
it's
said he
it's
went to show
actually
them.
it's a lesser known technique
Yeah.
from Eastern
Oh, well,
European
so you're admitting to
countries.
kissing this underage schoolgirl at a
No one
parents'
said
evening.
anyone was underage,
It
and
is it is
She
parents'
was
evening.
16, but it's still illegal, I think, to be honest.
it's exploitation of my
Hmm.
position, sure, but I mean, is that illegal? Yes, actually, I did have a teacher in my school that happened to, and
Did
he
you?
did go to prison. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Fuck me. Seriously?
Yeah, he went
Oh,
to prison. I think he
so
went to
did
prison
Willie.
for like 2 years, and then he just came back, and everyone was like,
Yeah, we had a
"You all right?"
Get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
we had a
We
He
have
was
every
a
other
weirdo.
fucking prisoner on here.
To be fair, he did used to teach. He used to teach media, so we didn't really miss him after he left. But really,
we had a PE teacher that had he had a cupboard, and he used to call it the Bat Cave, and he once took a 10 in there.
did he run in? No.
Oh, that's bad. But yeah,
Seriously, what did he do?
What do you mean? He was like this big. He was like your build. But actually, might know him. No.
Of course,
then he
other
got
big
locked-
people know other big
I think
people.
he
Yeah,
got
it's
with
like the
her.
BFG.
No, just look a bit similar. Could be related. I think he got with her or whatever, and he got I don't know if he got locked up or something, but he got.
No, you
Yeah.
can get locked up. It's exploitation of the situation. Isn't it?
Which
Position.
was definitely
Fuck
enraged, so I was rough on that.
I've got to say, the sketch took a dark turn.
Yes.
And
I mean, it
sometimes
always does, doesn't it? Maybe, yeah.
I feel like it's my influence.
It was. You
Just
didn't
general
direct it.
nonce.
You didn't. Yeah. Your general
I just-
nonsense.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
What else have we
Oh,
been
that's
asked
my
for?
Probably after quite a lot of things.
How's the old love life going, lads? That's another one we've been asked.
I do love life.
Yeah.
Go on,
Lovely.
Stephen. I'll volunteer you to talk about this one. This one can be all you.
You
a
got a
shame.
girlfriend yet, Stephen?
No.
Got a
Although-
boyfriend yet, Stephen?
It's on the cards. No, he's playing hard to get.
Big Max, yeah.
Yeah.
Once more of a starring role.
I wouldn't shag
Yeah.
Max, all right?
Yeah, not again.
Let's rule that out.
Yeah.
No.
You said Instagram's working well for you. Have you had girls sliding into the DMs yet?
Have you
Yeah.
received a nude?
Do you know after the last podcast?
Yeah, Lawrence, that was really.
And I used the great phrase, "I've never received a tit." This girl messaged me, went, "I can't do your tit, but I can do you a nice bit of arse." And I thought, what is this?
Oh,
Some
did
sort
you-
of
No.
salesman.
You don't
yeah.
think, what is this, and complain? Did you allow her to send the
I,
out?
clicked, I clicked on
He
her
looked at
profile
a
and saw
gift
she was
horse
under
in the
18,
mouth.
and I moved
Actually,
away.
hang on, right?
She was under 18?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Whoa,
That's what-
you
that's
can't
what's-
admit to that.
Very no. You
I didn't
can.
accept the
You didn't
message.
accept it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. To be fair, right? Don't let
Responsible.
Thank you, lawyer.
Don't let Stephen
My
bully you.
client
I'm
would
trying
like to
know
say.
Can I just confirm, Stephen did not accept pictures from an underage girl?
Well,
By the
not
way,
that time.
If
No.
she was under 18
Not
and she was
that
over
time,
16,
anyway.
that's still that would still have been a legal thing to do.
Fuck's
Okay,
sake.
you
Just to be clear,
This is
yeah.
so fucking...
Just to be clear, Stephen is.
I am
Stephen's
not
an
proud
upstanding
of
member
this.
of the community.
I really am.
I'm not saying
am.
something...
Instant
all this
Helens.
shit up.
To be fair, right? If you ever go through Stephen's likes on Twitter, Stephen does bits with girls on there.
What do
If
you
you
mean?
ever go through like his like
What do you mean he
tweets,
does
all of
bits?
them are
Like he does like little skits with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord.
Right, you be the guy who owns the shop, and I'll be the person who wants to return the
But
product.
since
Throw a
then-
football
Yeah.
on your head.
Since the underage girl, have you had any overage legal
Yes.
tickets?
Yeah. It's really bizarre because I know there's levels to this, but there's girls that are like, Premier League football, and I'm Premier League darts, and they're just sort of, they're still speaking to me, and I'm just like,
your Tinder bio.
I'm Premier League darts.
and it's just like, what are you doing?
180. Am I right?
But yeah,
But you're still getting the chat with them, yeah?
yeah.
What's your game like? What's your? Did you spit fire to girls?
Oh, 6-1.
No, I'm okay. Like I can make them laugh, so it's quite
You
good.
say that is good for if you want to get girls.
I mean, I've seen the most average looking lads who
Hello.
are funny as fuck get really good looking girls. It happens.
Yeah, I mean,
But the problem is, when she tries to be serious with you, can you go there, or do you always feel the need to like?
The one I'm speaking to at the moment is a little bit mental, so it's great. You know, we haven't reached that point.
And you're
level.
putting this in a podcast.
No, it's
she's
fine.
never going to watch this.
She's not going to watch this. It's not like she's totally obsessed with him.
Yeah.
It's not like she's dying to get an extra 2 hours of Stephen in her life.
Does she follow you on Twitter?
Yes.
Does she? If you tweet at other people, will she get a bit jealous? Do you think?
No.
No.
So that's when you know you've
Probably
got a
with other
real.
lads.
That's when you know you've got a bit of a obsessed girl on your hands. When she'll go, "I seen that picture you liked the other day."
Yeah.
That's when you know.
Why are
Oh,
you
a lot-
liking that?
Like, doesn't that happen? Isn't that like
All
a
of
normal
them.
thing?
Some are
All
more.
women.
No,
Some are
I
more
didn't mean like that.
obsessive than others, though, aren't they?
You tend to find.
I'm not at liberty to talk about
If
it.
My client would like to say. No, yeah. But then some people are. Some people are also just free, easy lovers on Twitter, aren't they? They just love to.
It must be hard for girls who like being with blokes on YouTube or whatever, and like if you're in a circle of people who sort of follow that person and keep retweeting that stuff and saying them, it's almost like you want to leave a relationship and end it there, but like you kind of, they're always going to be around, sort of thing.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
You mean like so if you date another YouTuber?
No, if you're I don't know, if you're a YouTuber who dates a YouTuber, or you're just a girl who's in a circle of friends who knows that person and they're retweeting their videos and whatever, and you just can't get away from them.
Yeah. Like those two people in America who had that. They big couple and they
prank versus prank.
something like that,
Yeah.
and they were like doing,
Jesse
and then
and-
then they broke up and were doing all those vlogs where they were like pretending to be happy about their single lives,
Yeah.
and then they just realised they were better together because they were both rubbish as
And
individual
obvious.
vloggers. I mean, would you ever date an editor or something like that?
Or a YouTuber.
Would you ever date anyone who
I
works
don't-
in
I
After
think-
Effects?
I don't think I'd have an issue with. I feel like when you talk to people, like, oh yeah, I wouldn't, because it's very much a bubble, isn't it? So like it's all part of it. But I don't think I'd really have that much of a problem with it. Like there's nothing that I could say, be like, oh no, I wouldn't go there because they upload.
Dickheads.
It's like it's not that deep.
What about those girls who are constantly getting their arse and tits out on that? And would that be like a
I
line
wouldn't-
that you wouldn't cross? Would you be
I
like,
like
nah,
forward girls.
bit
That's
more
fine.
self-respect
He
for
likes
me?
forward girls.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it would put me off either.
Wouldn't bother you?
I'm not that possessive.
No, but what if lads are like tweeting your picture saying, yeah, you seen your lass's arse
See
today,
your girl's
cracked a
batty
wank out
crease.
over it?
Wow.
They would though, wouldn't they? Do you know what I mean?
But I just.
They would have seen that. I mean, yeah, that is sort of an issue, isn't it, in a way?
Is it?
Well,
Well,
yeah. Well, I mean, why else are these lasses getting those kind of views? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Unless-
because they're sort of doing something that's quite visceral, aren't they? They're doing something sort of quite, it speaks to.
visceral.
Yeah.
They're getting their tits out for lads to
Conceptualising,
wank
yeah.
off over.
Yeah.
That's one word for it.
But that's, like, for some people that'll make them uncomfortable. I remember we once did a job with a guy, I once shot with a comedian, and he said to me, yeah, my wife is a performer. And I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then what sort of piqued my interest was I've been watching a series of documentaries about different lifestyles that people lead. And one of them was about those people who do the webcam shows for...
Cam girls.
Yeah. Right, is that what they're
As
called?
they're
Yeah.
affectionately known by Brian.
Yes, they're affectionate about, my cam girls. Right?
Clarissa and anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
and what happened in this was they used to make lists on things like Amazon called like the wish list, and then they publish those, and their followers would send them things so they just send them to a PO box or
Like
something.
sugar daddies getting.
And then he mentioned, he was like, yeah, she's got a real thing for heels, so a lot of her followers send her things from her wish list. And I was like, she's a model performer. And he was like, yeah, she's just a performer model. And I was like, I don't think that's 100%.
She performs with her dildo.
And it turned out that she was a porn actress, but he was really funny looking, and she was obviously like a porn actress. So someone's going to have found her attractive in some way, although maybe blurred lines. But just
What if you don't know what she looked like though? She might be in one of those sort of.
I saw a picture.
Chubby girls,
I saw
yeah.
a picture of him with her not long after when he went to an award ceremony with her.
AVN Awards.
For taking the most dick. They're like, I just found that a little bit on you. I thought that would be a really weird relationship, is knowing that. And then he obviously also meant that he couldn't accept or tell another guy that asked she's a porn actress. He had to say like she's a performer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you were married to a porn actress, would you just say I'm with a porn actress? Like that's.
Well, I was, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, that's a different one, isn't it?
Why? Because also then you know that guy can. I suppose you know that if you're with a girl who gets a body out on Instagram, you know the guy can always go and look at that anyway as well.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you think I shouldn't really be bothered. Like,
It's funny when Instagram girls sort of develop morals all of a sudden, and they're like, "Oh, I'm not being funny, but you get your arse and tits out for a living." Like, yeah.
Why is that a different kind of currency? Though,
No, it's they start sort of acting like what they do is an art form and all this bullshit, and it's like, fuck off, man.
Do you think the female body though is like? Do you think that the female body is quite beautiful, isn't it?
Fucking right it is, but it doesn't mean we have to treat it like the fucking Pablo Bastard Picasso. Do you know what I mean?
There's a Twitter account called True Geordie Podcast Quotes. That's good.
Snap.
Pablo
Snap.
Bastard
That's what you're
Picasso.
doing. You're just snapping away and posting tits on the internet. Like,
if you had tits, would you post yours on the internet?
Nah, I don't think I'd be that kind of girl.
Yeah, you would.
Would you be a private girl? Do you think?
I would.
You'd be a cam girl for private.
I think if I was a woman, I wouldn't be like.
I think you'd be a BBW.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a given, isn't it?
Yeah.
Slap 'em up.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. The thing is,
We have spoken about this before.
unlike Lawrence, I could handle a BBW, and I know the plus sides of having a plus size woman. So all you plus size girls out there, you know, I'm rooting for you. Love yous.
DMs.
All sizes. Come one, come all.
And that is actually what he has up on his wall. It's got CUM.
Had some good sex with plus size girls. Like, just saying.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Who receives more nudes out of you two?
Will.
I think it's very scarce competition. Like, I don't think there's much going.
It's like which of Stephen Hawking's legs are the best.
Will's one of the most sort of obsessed over YouTubers, man. Whenever I fucking tweet you, I get all these girls fucking favouring everything.
Bollocks, man.
Absolutely.
That's just Simon's like second hand.
I know, but they're all filtering over me.
They're
They're all trickling down. They come from Simon, and then they come to you, and then they're filtering down to me. Do you know what I
Do you
mean?
not feel a bit dirty?
No, it's not a thing.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with cast-offs, man, honestly.
Do you think?
Not on Instagram.
What I find funny is sometimes I say this quite often, I'm going through, like, people do the likes on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
I go through, and then it'll just be you.
With me?
Yeah. And then there's just
like
one
26
long line
photos.
of these just arses and tits.
Sometimes when you're on the train or whatever and you're bored, you're like, I'll have a little glance on the recommended.
Do you
on
not
Instagram.
worry, though, that people are looking over your shoulder and going, oh...
Do you know what's really funny?
Really cares?
I've had like I don't know, women like give you like a sandwich or whatever, and they'll literally be like this Brazilian arse on me fucking Instagram, and I'll just literally go, oh yeah, thanks, and I'll know for a fact I'm just like, what the fuck? I enjoy the fact that she's like, whoa, what
You
the
get
fuck?
off a bit on that.
I do enjoy
Yeah.
the shock factor a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I like shocking people. I've always had a bit of that in us.
Yeah.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny when you see someone who's a bit fucking hell, what's going on
That's a
there?
bit weird, isn't
And
it?
you're just totally. I like awkwardness and being so comfortable in the middle of the chaos.
That must be you as well. You enjoy awkwardness.
Yeah, I really enjoy saying the most inappropriate things.
Yeah.
I do that with family a lot. They don't speak to me.
Anymore. It is awkward though when you first meet someone and you like making awkward jokes.
I like
I've known
cringy
people
moments.
that
I
do
love cringy moments.
Really? I like shy away from them.
Like on the Bri video, like the last one, it was so bad. But then I think there was times where I watched it back and I was like, it crossed over into
That's too much.
too bad.
Very
Yeah,
cringy.
Yeah, it's like a line, isn't
But
it?
then there was some people leaving comments like, "Oh, that was so cringe," and I was like, "Well, that was exactly what I was
That's
going
the
for."
point, isn't it? Like, Bri was so intense. It was just amazing. I loved it.
It is an intense story.
Oh, very.
Just the
I went
passion of it.
overboard with it. In retrospect, I wished I could have done it a bit. I wasn't really happy with it when I uploaded it, but I'd spent that many scenes doing these bloody different angles. I was like, let's just put this shit tip out.
Why were you not happy with it?
It's just what he was saying.
I just want to be. You always want it to be a bit better and a bit funnier. You know, if you're doing a sketch or a parody or whatever, I think I never ever feel happy. The only thing I'm not really happy with anything I put out ever. Really.
I am. On occasions,
Yeah.
but
The gym video I was happy with.
Yeah, it's got to be.
The gym video was good.
See,
Well,
I can't. I obsess about like every little millisecond. So if there's not something, I'll just either scrap it on, like spend another 14 days.
I want to see you do different kinds of videos though.
Me too. Well, I'm just starting a vlog today. That's hence why Stephen's wearing this T-shirt.
Good.
So that's me branching out a little bit from bullying.
I do want to see you do other stuff like.
Is that dangerous?
Yeah, ideas would be nice.
Pretty quick to be fair.
I think outside of your room, even if you're just talking,
Just in the
I think it'd
hallway.
be good to see you. So, are you going to vlog the Sidemen match and stuff like that?
Yeah, vlogging that. I want to do like short, fast-paced ones, and then commentate over them. So I want to so vlog, but then use my normal style of like taking the piss out of stuff whilst I'm sat at a desk or like commentate over it. So maybe we'll see how that goes.
That will be different.
Yes. Yeah.
Do
Do you agree?
I think it'd be definitely will be different. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I think you've got a very likeable personality, so you can turn your hand to different things.
Fucking hell.
Like,
you can come again. Oh God.
But, you know, people will watch it and enjoy it.
Oh, Stephen, my mate.
Can you do us a favour and get Stephen really drunk and vlog that?
Yes. Do you want to do that tonight? I'm not coming. That's great vlog footage.
Get
You
tattooed
know
on
it
his
is.
chest. I am
I'm
proper ginger.
Oh,
Permanent marker.
What colour is that though? Like it's sort of
it's in
strawberry
different
blonde,
lights,
isn't it?
It is ginger. Like when I do colour correct on like, or what's it called, Premiere Pro, like to put it on HD, it just goes really ginger. So
That's what happens with my eyelids.
yeah, the things you do for your craft.
So you don't look too ginger here. I wouldn't
Thank
say you're
you.
too ginger.
It's
I just
like
enjoy the
open.
joke more.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's not ginger,
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
like an Irish girl.
Yeah. You're like a
the
beautiful
look I'm
Irish
going
girl.
for.
I was saying to Stephen before though, like, because if I ever drop a video, I'm like, all right, go comment. Stephen tries as ginger. Like that's all my comments are. But it's good
Brilliant.
because it filters all of my negative comments out. So everything that was, Will, your teeth look yellow, or Will, your head's square. It's all gone now because everyone's abusing Stephen instead. So it's the best
Brilliant.
plan I've ever.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
It's the best plan I've ever put into place.
The fact is also though, it's still the fact still stands. You still do have yellow teeth, and the head is square.
But no one's
I
telling us
never
that,
expected you to say that there, you know. I've spent thousands of hours with you now, and that just totally caught me off.
So I'll take it.
Colour correct. I mean, just use it once. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's hard. I'm not that technologically advanced.
It is tricky. I
I've
mean,
got
you
those whitening strips.
Because I used to. I am.
Jesus, yes. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, jeez.
They are searing.
Might need a few of them then.
You have like cartoon character features.
I
really.
do. I've got a good face for comedy.
You do.
That's what I
You're
need
very
you-
recognisable.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
That's what.
Sorry.
Those little ears. You've got tiny ears.
But they poke out.
Yeah.
Don't they? They've, you know.
You're like a white Will
Got
Smith.
massive ears, but they're sort of
Yeah, that's the look.
matches.
Yeah. That's what I want. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have little Jaden. He'll be wearing dresses and while we're talking about Jaden Smith.
I
sorry.
like Jaden Smith. I think there's something quite sort of free about him.
There's something.
Yeah.
So Will Smith's son, he's been raised a little too free though, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
I think he's quite a free spirit. What's wrong with
a
that?
bit quirky.
But I think Will Smith said that he wished he'd disciplined him more because he turned out to be a bit of an arsehole or something like that at one point.
Will Smith doesn't mince his words.
I was
does he?
going to say, God, he's.
And how do you feel about your son? I wish
a
I'd
bit of an
discipline him.
arsehole.
He's such
No, but
an arsehole.
they let him discipline himself for like most of his life, and like
Smack
to me,
yourself.
That doesn't really run in the northeast of England.
no, that pisses me off just to listen to that.
Why?
A child disciplining themselves, it's the most
Well, it was either
ridiculous
that or send
thing.
him to Bel
How's
Air,
a
you
child
never
going to
know.
know what's best for them? What's the point in having fucking parents and adults, man?
Good point.
I tell you what, let's just let the kids fucking run wild.
Imagine. Oh, to be fair, I'd probably have more content.
Yeah.
I could probably make some more videos on misbehaving children.
But Jaden
Is
looks like a
this
free,
the
happy
last
guy.
video you're going to do on BJ Media?
Yes.
Please.
Yeah?
You can't
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
No,
Because if you're saying that it's
is this
got to
like
the
the Black
stage that
Album?
they're making fake beef for views and all that now, it's like, to me,
It's done.
that's the end of their
Milking it, yeah.
Do you think the biff
their
has gone out?
credibility is gone at that point.
Something else, but I can't
Yeah.
say that joke.
What credibility can they have now?
Oh,
And therefore, what credibility can you have now?
I don't think yeah, totally. No, you're fully right. And I've been needing to move on from it for
Years.
Yeah, you've
Oh,
got
right.
fidget spinner videos now. So
Yeah.
exactly.
it's
And BuzzFeed
Cash
as
cow.
well. So
Yeah.
but it's one of those ones where it's like it's still a big thing because I mean I talk about stuff that happens this week on the internet. So I'm like, right, look, I'm never making another BG Media video, and they're like, oh right. This week's happened. If I do this video, I'll talk for 5 minutes, and every single comment will be like, right, well, why didn't you talk about that rapping ginger 14-year-old from Blackpool? Like,
But there's so many other channels that have jumped on the bandwagon of BG Media. Their whole channel's just BG Media. They've sort of ruined it a bit.
Oh,
for like WillNE.
It's like any of the trends being done to death. But, I mean, we ruined it as well.
The internet's a big place.
There's a lot of that goes on though. Whenever there's a new trend, that's become the technique of how to get views on YouTube is trend jumping.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's it.
Massive.
But the thing is, I don't mind people who do that as long as the videos are good. The problem is the 99% who do that when the videos are shit. You know what I mean?
I've seen some people who use their kids. I mean, when we were talking about the kids thing earlier, I do see some parents who also use their kids as marketing tools.
Yeah.
So it's not so much that they use them in the stories like, you know, like, oh, he shat himself or whatever. Like, they use them more like as the presenters, and the parents will be the director. So that it'll be sort of, and it's like, oh, did you get a free pair of, you know, Nikes there? What have you got? And the kid will be like, hey guys, welcome back to this. And you're like,
yeah, shit.
Well, that's
the
not
most viewed channel per month in the world. It's a kids channel that opens the
the kids.
Oh, the Toys TV. Well, he does like 700 million views a month, 600 million views a month.
Yeah.
That's it. It's done it. I saw that. I felt how much
what
that
I want
right there.
But this is what I want to do is with you is we should get some toys and open them on the podcast and just try and do a more original child's toy opening.
Maybe we could put that on the second channel.
Yeah.
Problem time. Do you want to solve some young people's problems?
Yes.
I mean, any age is fine. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Not discriminating.
All right, guys, my name's Dida. Don't mention my name, and I'm 20. I've recently found out my ex of 2 years, we broke up a month ago, is seeing one of my mates. We've been fairly close. We was fairly close a few years ago. I have already cut ties with him. She also started dating someone else the day after we broke up, which suggests he was already there. I matched one of her good friends on Tinder and we started talking. Do I drop to her level and bang her friend, brackets decent looking, or do I stay clear? Cheers, boys.
Oh, you've got to do it, haven't you?
Wow.
If it's on the table, I mean, first of all, I've got no problem with what she's done, but I reckon go for it. Yeah? Hugely, like,
Drop
100%.
Drop it like it's hot.
And what's the reasonable end of the table saying?
Well, I think, you know, what she's done to him is poor on her part. He shouldn't react in spite. Yeah. But you know, if he shouldn't, you know, go for this girl to get back at her. No. If he likes her, you know, and as he's put in brackets, she's decent looking. Yeah. You know, why not? All the more for it.
Yeah. So you're saying, what about the friend? What about that friend that he had?
Oh yeah.
Sort of
cut his tie, cut his cock. Yeah.
Cut his
cock.
Words.
Yeah. No, I'm with it.
Advice is this next one. Hello, Lawrence, TG, and guests.
Wait, they already knew.
Shout out.
My real name is but you can call me whatever you want. What should we call him?
George.
George.
Yes.
Okay, good name. We were just talking about the brand George. Yeah. I don't want to write. I don't write to you with a problem as such, but I'm a man in need of advice, and I feel like the big man is the perfect man to speak to. I'm 19 years old, and I've been talking to this girl, it does say his girl, for a while now. She wants to meet after exam season is over, and I think it will be more than friendship. At 19, I've not had a lot of sexual experience. I'm 6'4", and I would describe myself as stocky. This girl is plus size, but not fat. And TG is always talking about how he knows how to handle a bigger girl, and I was hoping to share some tips off his wise old head.
Harsh.
Jesus.
Giving away me moves.
How do you please a plus-size girl?
It's exactly the same as any other girl, really. You just have to know how to handle it, you know?
You've said nothing there.
Right.
It's exactly the same as pleasing a normal girl. You just have to be strong enough to fucking... When you lift them up and you throw them around, you have to have a bit of strength behind you. Do you know what I mean? And not a lot of men can handle that. He obviously has. Big lad, he'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Just be attentive to her needs. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Simple as that,
beautiful.
really.
Poetic, almost.
Do you find there are different needs for someone of a bigger size?
I mean, there's some logistical issues occasionally, you know. If it comes to her climbing on top of the dick, occasionally that can be a bit awkward because...
Why?
Well, if her thighs are on the large side, they might struggle to sit on top of him, depending on how wide he is as well. Because if you're a wider man, that can cause issues as well.
Of course.
And also, you know, get your hands on her arse cheeks, pull them open as she's sitting down. That'll help as well. If she's a big arse girl, sometimes that's that's a need. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't just slip right in like it does on the petite girls.
Right. My name is and I'm looking for your help. I used to see this girl who I really fell for. We grew a great connection for each other and started to love one another.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
After a bit, we broke up. Which hurt me. We really started to love one another.
I love how sudden that was. I was really invested
yeah.
emotionally in that story there.
Which hurt me a lot. Before all this, she was going out with my best mate for around 3 years.
Fucking hell.
They ended it and she started talking to me. She then left me for him again several times.
Rebound. Several times. You took her back.
But I can't get over her because I love her too much. Me and my mate have fallen out over this for over a year now. We've known each other for our whole lives. She was with him again for about 4 months after she left me. But they've broken up now. She's single and I'm single. What do I do?
Leave
Stay
her
single.
the fuck alone,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
Wait, Jesus
She's
Christ.
dipping shit inside her like she's fucking sherbet.
TJ quote. Jesus
Honestly,
Christ.
it's going in, everything.
I wonder how many times several is as well. Like I wonder how many she's like, no, I love that one. No, that one.
Oh,
how many times can you go back without him being like, right, okay, 7 times is too much.
I think it's a big world out there, you know. His name was Hazza. He was fine for me to say that.
Is it?
Yeah, he's sweet.
Everything's big to Stephen.
And he said, I don't know why I'm saying what he said, but yeah, it's a big world out there. Don't go back to this girl and don't lose a best mate over it.
No.
You
He's
know.
clearly not a best mate if you two are sharing a
But if
girlfriend.
anything, his mate was with her first for 3 fucking years.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're
You're the
same,
other man in this, mate.
Yeah. But he doesn't
Ooh.
see. Obviously, he doesn't see that from his perspective.
Oh, no,
but-
no.
but he's part-
He needs to know that.
He's part of the problem.
He's the other man.
Yeah,
So you would say
She's using him.
So steer clear of this girl.
yeah,
is what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Upstairs, yeah. And mark that off as done,
Yeah.
mentally and physically, and get your best mate back.
I doubt at his age he's in love. I think he's just
You think he's just
How old is he?
out of options.
19?
lust? Around
Yeah.
19, yeah.
Is there an age limit to love, though?
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone should be allowed to have sex over the age of 60.
That's
I mean, there's
Over the
definitely
age,
an
yeah.
age limit to sex. But I mean love.
Well, I think it's very difficult to know what the difference between love is.
Some people just seem
people
to
are
know
old.
bloody 16 and that's it, don't they? You know, when you get these people who just spend their whole lives together.
Yeah, but then are they really in love?
Yeah. Maybe not.
What is love?
Oh, you
Baby, don't
knew
hurt
that
me.
was COVID.
Don't hurt me.
No more. Recently, I've had a bit of a problem. I'm a 16-year-old lad. And there's this girl I've been talking to on Snapchat. How do you talk to a girl on Snapchat? But
That's what
all
I
of your
did.
conversations
Emojis.
disappear.
Yeah, you just got to.
That's the good bit about it, mate.
Yeah, you need to ask for the number.
For
Anyway,
about,
sorry.
for about half a year now. Yeah, that's it. You know, maybe she doesn't like you so much if it stays on Snapchat. Do you know what I mean?
Instagram DMs.
For about half a year now. But she doesn't talk to me in person because she's too awkward. And recently she's been really off with me. He didn't put the quotation marks around that, but I did. It also probably doesn't help that she's best friends with a girl I used to like a couple of years ago who happens to hate my guts. I love the way that young people write. It's such a funny...
Hate my guts.
She really hates my guts. Do you know what I mean? That's just such a weird thing to say. I think she likes me, but I don't know if I feel the same. What should I do? If you don't know you feel the same, you don't feel the same.
Yeah.
I don't think she's that keen, considering she's off and she hasn't moved past Snapchat yet, mate. So I think he might be overestimating the
Why
situation.
is everyone backstabbing their friends here? Is there like a
Mm.
theme to these ones?
Do you feel like you wouldn't do that to any of your friends?
What from the email person's point of view or the girl?
Yourself?
The girl. I wouldn't do that to my
No.
friends. No, definitely.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, it depends how close
They're
they
all
are.
dating
Some of them are
months
odd
as well,
dickheads,
so-
innit? Like Stephen. Anyway, moving on.
It's just the word munter. It's just
Stephen's
such an old word.
Of every guest we've had, Stephen cracks Lawrence up the most, I
Yeah.
think, by a mile.
Munter is just such a funny word. Like, no one said that since 1999.
He's
Proper
bringing it
munter.
back.
Yeah.
He's bringing Spice Girls back, he's bringing it all back.
Zigga zigga. I'm 20 years old and I've just recovered from attempted suicide because my mental health is not...
Fuck me.
Just imagine Stephen trying to kill himself.
I don't think this is that kind of podcast. is
Maybe
it?
this is not that
so
kind of
sorry.
podcast.
I don't. Stevens. I think Stevens just fucking killed himself laughing.
It is too dark. Like, I understand where you come from. It's There are times where
it's just too serious.
yeah,
we're all capable of being serious, just not right now.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not right now.
It's also just
like attempted suicide.
It's just not what I open with. Do you know? At least get to know them first
when
before we
you're
get
on
there.
when you're on a roll of funny and then someone out of nowhere
Yeah.
cracks that, you don't. Yeah, it's difficult.
It's hard to come down.
Threw me for 6 though.
Yeah. Okay, this is a new one. I'm a 20-year-old guy living in the States, going to college.
Oh, he's not going to feel much better now. We didn't even get to have his question answered.
Yeah,
We can go back.
Should we go
We
back?
can go back
Yeah.
after.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I've liked a girl for almost a year now. He's not going to feel much better now. But she's had a boyfriend most of the time I've known her. When we were first getting to know each other, I kissed her at a party. We were drunk, but she seemed into it. I met her right before summer and did not get to express my interest before she went home for summer break and found herself a boyfriend. We've grown to be close friends all this time, and while she had a relationship with her boyfriend for the past year, I recently found out they're separated.
Hey.
How long do you think I should wait to tell her how I feel, and how should I treat this situation?
I want to know how Will would handle this.
And getting over her breakup. I think I love her, and I want to make this happen.
Go on.
I reckon. Well, see, it's one of those where you talk about. I know for a fact. I
Thanks,
wouldn't be able
guys.
to
Love the
stop
podcast.
myself.
Keep up the good work.
Full stop. Yeah.
I think I'd just go straight for it. Like I don't think I would wait.
You wouldn't wait.
I mean, I'd
Would
like.
you be the
it's
kind of
not,
guy
that's
that-
not the advice I'd give, but I just know what I'm like, and I'd probably just be. I can't. I just don't have that level of restraint.
Some guys are those snaky guys who do that thing where they go, "That must be really sad for you."
I know,
Is that
yeah,
Will?
No, well,
No, I don't think Will's that kind of guy.
I know. Yeah.
I'm definitely that kind of guy.
You're that. Yeah, you're that kind of. I hate those kind of guys. I hate those guys who like you guarantee that like if a girl
Has an
deletes-
argument with her boyfriend.
So if she has an argument, she deletes her
really
pictures from
shouldn't
Instagram.
He
He's
really
the first guy that
shouldn't be
goes,
talking to you like that.
"I noticed you got rid of your boyfriend's pictures. Is
Is everything
Oh,
okay?
everything
yeah,
okay?" And she's there like, "No, actually."
I can't imagine you being this like the soft.
I can't
soul
imagine you
kid
being-
Shoulder
with
to cry on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you
I mean,
underestimate.
Rise a
That's
shoulder
what
to
that's
fuck
No,
on.
but the thing is, I'm sort of quite a caring, considerate man.
In
When
what
it comes
world?
to getting a bone.
Especially when women need a shoulder to cry on. So
Interesting.
Would
tell
you-
us what did he say? Oh, did
What
he
is
really?
it? Is this?
Did he say that to you? I can't even imagine.
And
even
then
speaking to
is
a woman
your
like that.
yeah exactly.
I
That's
can't, that thought would never have even occurred to me.
yeah.
How could he do that?
How could he do? Yeah.
You know what it is? You're worth more than that. You really are. And if he doesn't know that, then you're best off without him.
And then on the podcast,
Brilliant.
he's like, "These fucking women
And then if she doesn't originally get that, just for days after, you'll just keep saying, "I can't imagine another man treating you like that."
Do you know what it is? If I
You're
was
just like the
there,
Bryson
Yeah,
Tiller of
if that-
Newcastle, aren't you?
If that was me, if that was me, I would have thought to myself, "How can I make her happy?" Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And you just sit there and you think, "You, a beautiful woman." And this is how I imagine those fucking snakes do that.
Do you know my favourite line when that? It makes me sick.
Makes me sick.
I could be physically sick
Yeah.
just thinking about it.
Other men treat beautiful women like you like this. God. And I'm just sitting here on my own.
If I was with you, I would have took you out tonight. I tell you what we would be doing. We'd be in the finest restaurant.
Yeah. We'd be having a lovely
In
meal
Shields.
together.
And
Big Mark.
in
Yeah.
Whitley.
North Shields.
I thought you said Street.
That pizza place, honestly.
Oh,
get-
Plaza Pizza. Oh, Mario. Big Mario, if you're watching this, he's the fucking
Yeah.
greatest. Sorry, anyway, I'll go on.
he's not watching.
Nah, he might be.
He's
It's
gone
those
back.
snaky guys you want to watch out for because they would, like that, snap on you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had experience with men like that making moves?
I've known other guys who. So the reason I'm so passionate about it is because I know other snaky guys who have done that, and thought to myself, if I see you doing that with some so they did it within the group, and there were people dating across. So the guy was dating a girl, and then another guy made a move within the group, and it was just. You could just tell he picked his moment.
And when Statman Dave did that, what did you do?
No, seriously though, it was. I remember thinking, we can't be friends anymore because if you'll do that for a girl, what else would you do? Do you know what I mean? You just can't trust people like that.
Okay.
Fuck 'em.
Don't trust those people.
Right.
That's the bottom line. Do you want to help me pick a title?
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely picked the word masturbation at the top there.
Unbelievable.
I looked at and thought of you.
That sounds pretty good, yeah. Sex with one or two.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like the sound of that.
Right, then go on then.
The girl I like as a boyfriend. No, dream sex is a good one.
Pulling the trigger.
Good. Okay, we've got 4 there. Oh, 5 non-election stories. Right, the first one is called Masturbation.
Ooh.
Keep up the podcasts. They're great. Spelled wrong.
You lot are too much, man.
It is a bit weird that we just say that at the same time. I feel like we're in sync.
Yeah.
Got
the badness.
Yeah.
4 months.
No, it's fucking tipping me, man.
I have a slight problem, okay? She says I have a slight problem, okay?
Okay.
Listen, I have a slight problem, okay? I'm 19 and I've basically been watching porn nearly every day for 3 years now.
What the fuck's gone with Steve?
It's because we took a break and we let him go. And
Yeah.
he got high on the air and then comes back.
So sorry.
Porn nearly every day for 3 years now, and I've come to the stage that where
He's watching porn every day.
I need that shock factor. Recently, I've watched solo porn, and the girl was fingering her ass, and I tried it myself and liked it. Now I do it sometimes and feel really guilty about it. I just wanted some advice about this, as I am still very much attracted to women and think men are ugly. But this has been playing on my mind. Is it a big thing? And should I be questioning my sexuality?
I
Or
love the way he reads it, man.
Yeah.
Is it a big
He's
big
he's
thing? Or
definitely
am I overreaching? Well, you
overreaching.
are overreaching in a
Depends
way,
how far
yeah.
you're going in, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose if you reach
Well, no,
the
it's just like
prostate.
anatomy, innit? It feels good. It feels good.
What's
Do you
he
like a finger up
questioning
the
his
arse?
sexuality
I
for?
don't. I think we every time I come on this podcast, it always comes to this.
Porky
Yeah.
bum wanks.
No, I'm not about it, but it doesn't make you gay. I mean, it's just how you're built, innit?
Yeah.
Unless
don't
you're
worry, mate.
actually fantasizing over men, I think we can
Yes.
call
Yeah,
that.
you're
Insane.
fine.
Yeah.
The porn every day thing for 3 years, that must numb your mind. Like you must.
That's
Yeah.
over 900.
that's
things
thousands.
watched.
To be
Yeah.
honest, I think for a period of my life, I was right up there, and I was doing those numbers.
Were you?
I'd say so.
You
Yeah.
putting
mad.
numbers on the board.
Every single day porn
Wow.
for about 10 years.
Would you
dedication.
describe yourself as a prolific wanker?
Hell, man.
No, I wasn't necessarily
Dude,
wanking.
arms, to be fair.
I wasn't even wanking over all the time. It might be like
Sometimes just in case.
if I knew I had a shag that
news.
night banked, I might watch a little bit just to get a little bit ideas and stuff and just get out for it. You know what I mean? Thinking
Good.
about it.
Some people do get inspired by the things they watch.
Inspirational. I said Joe Rogan was an inspiration earlier. Other artists in other forms also inspire us. You know,
You do get a little
as
too
in
excited with it.
Alexis Texas, as she's favourably known in the industry.
Why?
Why?
Her arse is the size of Texas. To be honest, it's massive. But
Would you Texas Hold'em?
yeah.
Nice.
Good. Let's do this one. This one is called Sex with One or Two.
This is the last one, by the
It's a
way.
bit like tea. One or two. Wait, let me just check out what the
Do
best
you
one
not
is.
want to let Will choose one? Because Will
Will
hasn't
has
one.
chosen these. Oh no,
it's
Stephen-
good,
Stephen
it's
chose
good.
those.
Don't
yeah.
you worry about Stephen? Oh, as long as Stephen's chose one. What about my mate?
What about the northeast?
You know what I
no,
mean?
it's calm. Just go for it.
I've considered Will a
It's your
friend.
job anyway, isn't it? What's it?
Unofficially.
What you said?
I said I consider Will a friend.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm 16 and in year 11, exams coming up, and I couldn't really give two fucks about them.
I know we should encourage people to stay in school, but that just sounds like me at 16.
Yeah. I'm just bothered about me football. I've been on and off with this girl for about 3 years now.
What? How did it get
I
the
love how
girls?
he's
I love that.
to be
there's-
fair, I can't
there's
see him
three
doing very well in
subjects.
Yeah.
English, judging by the way this email's written.
Yeah. I've been on and off with this girl now for about 3 years, and I love her because we've had over two of them years together, and I've not really known nought else.
I love this
Yeah,
cunt.
maybe put off the exam.
I love this cunt.
She's good looking and dead nice, and we're supposed to be like friends with benefits right now without anyone knowing, but she wants everyone to know. I think this is he's setting
Oh,
up
I
the
mean,
problem.
you sound
quite
like
well
a
there.
catch, mate.
Anyway, to the point. One of my good mates is talking to this girl, but he's been talking only for a few weeks. He's a virgin, all that, and she's tapped a few lads. I want to be tapping her, and she knows. And she's told me she wants to be an all. But what should I do? Do I keep it a
sounds
secret
like
mad in your voice.
off me
Mate.
mate and me girlfriend and fuck her, or do I just leave it all and carry on the way it is with friends with benefits with just one girl? I think he's actually including 2 girls in this story now.
I've got no idea.
That didn't quite come over. So I think what the situation he's described is he's had a girl that he's been friends with benefits with for a while now, but now his mate has started chatting to another girl that he has also had sex with, and what he's trying to do is keep both those girls free. And he's wondering, does he go public with the girl that he's friends with benefits with,
who he's known for 3 years,
or does he keep it all a secret and have the benefit of sex from both of them?
Wow.
That's what I surmised from this.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You should be a translator.
I was going to say that was some work. That. What are you saying? Because the thing is, though, if he just keeps going with both of them, he's going to lose one to his mate anyway, isn't he?
He has to nail his flag to one of them sooner or later.
And if you've known one for 3 years, surely that's a safer bet. I mean, we don't know how much he likes them or which one's better looking or which one he works better with.
I get the feeling,
I'd go with the 3 years one.
Don't be greedy. You're like a dog with two. It's like the dog who saw the bone in the reflection and then and then he's got no bone.
Not that these are dogs.
He should get his fucking textbooks out.
Well, the second one might be.
You never know. I mean,
so where did the football bit go then? He says, "I'm just bothered about me football."
I think he's just trying to set the
Is
scene.
that all we got?
Yeah, genuinely, he just doesn't give 2 fucks.
Where's he from?
However, he's trying to keep 2 fucks.
I'd love to sit get a window into this bloke's life in 30 years to see where he ended up.
He's still with both. He's still with that girl, wondering if they should go public or not.
While playing caretaker at Ipswich or something like that.
I do also have. I've got an email here which does look. It looks juicy, doesn't it?
Well, I haven't got time, mate.
It's called pulling the trigger.
No, I haven't got time.
Shit.
Literally.
Yeah, it is 5:05.
We've got to do that brand deal shit.
And it is also. I'm in year 10. Inappropriate. Oh, I'm one of 400k subs. Sorry, mate, not answering your question. Good to have you on the show, though.
Lads. That's the end of a long day.
That's what I was going to say. You've worked too hard there.
I know. I really owe you both, really. So if you want us to do out on your channels,
right.
Especially you.
Owe you one, really. So if I'm not on their channels, you know that they just don't want us there, which is fair enough, really.
Yeah.
The channels, both channels.
Oh, you have been on my channel, and you can go and to my channel to see this.
Will's got 2 channels. Will's got 2 channels, if anything. All 3 of the channels that the lads have got will be in the description below. Check them out if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add, Lawrence?
No, thanks a lot for coming down, guys. Good to have you.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers, man. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
So do I.
Like the video. Thanks for watching. See you later.